All right, all right, all right. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. Gonna put in headphones, one on, one off. Let's see. Hopefully all is well. Let me check the let's go here to the content, make sure that the stream started. Live. Mm, that's right. Turn that on. Yep. Save details and all right. We're doing it live. All right. Quentin says he's here for the beer. Well, what beer? I don't have any. Jimmy, he said, "What's up? How you doing, Jimmy?" Let's get the link. If you guys want to join me, you know the routine. Actually, I'm gonna take this off, and I'm old school tonight. We got a rock star. What up, Travis? He said, "What's up, you big beautiful beast?" Well, thank you, thank you. I try to wear black a lot because of slimming. It doesn't always work, but thank you, thank you. Oh man. So I want to say, Dave, what's going on? Look, I want to say, as per usual, if you want to or would like to, there's a link. You can join me in this discussion. If you have a burning question or something you want to, I want to say, get off your chest or just ask me, you can be a part of this live stream and join me. So while I get other folks to join me, I have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. We're gonna play mixologist real quick. We got the whooping sticks in the background. Gonna be a good night. Oh yeah, buddy. So in case you, oh, I already know. Jack says we are here in the shop watching. That's what's up, Jack Betty. Hello, Jack Betty. If you are interested, you you guys were one of the first to join me when I did one of these live streams. If you are so capable of joining us again, just to say hey, um, before before I get two sheets, maybe three sheets to the win. Oh, let's ooh, ooh. Kent, I see you in there. I'm not a I ain't afraid of you. Oh, we are almost 8 ounces. 8 ounces. That's it, and that's all. I pour more than 8. I don't remember. Hojo's this evening, Dash. How you doing tonight? Wednesday moonshine. Yes, indeed. It has been. I don't say it has been a little while, but we got the energy drink and the moonshine. Pour as much as I can into that glass. There's taste tester number one in the background there. He's in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Wait. Say hi again. He's a good sport. That will put me in a whole bedspread. That will put me into a whole bedspread into the win. Oh man. uh, Quincy's taste us number one. We see you. We don't see no wings though. We don't see no wings though. Um. Mm, mm, mm. All right. So come on. Who's joining me? Who's cooking what? I want to say this weekend, yo. This weekend is gonna be crazy. I have a science fair I need to attend. I have to take taste test number one, two for tutoring. Uh, Taking taste test number one. Excuse me, taste test number two to take his on road driving test on Friday, which means he'll be a licensed driver. Oh, oh man, goodness, good. Ooh, got a little shiver. Ooh, man, the shoulders. Ding, 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 ding. Dave, what is the next big racing event? Um, is it Rocky Mountain Race Week? Is that what's coming up next, or is it mm, no, not at all, Quentin. Not at all. Not at all. Um, let's see. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think, Dave. What is the next big race week event? So, I sure will. There's I'm gonna say plenty others, but there is a vehicle for him to drive, and he has his own vehicle that he'll be driving. Uh, all right, Quentin. Yeah, sure. We shall revisit this when you have kids, and where your nieces and nephews get old enough. Uh, Hojo says he's smoking two tri tips and some dino ribs. Both have been in the corned beef ewer for the last 12 days. Smoke them for pastrami. That's interesting. Yeah, or Kent, if you're going that way, you need to pass by my house. So you just come and scoop me up, and we'll head down there together. I actually do know where he lives. I've been there. So come scoop me up. Says, don't be that dad. Yeah, yo. I fussed at this lady today. She was too close to my car, so she and somebody else hurt. It was the guy and the girl, and the guy parked next to my car. So he stopped her, and they're talking, and I'm like, yo, she too close to my car, and I'm like, oh, she about to get comfortable and start leaning up on my car. 30 seconds later, she did. I'm like, yo, excuse me, miss, can you please not lean on my car like that? That's not what I'm not. No. Oh, you did it. Yep, I am. Please, I'm asking you nicely to please remove yourself from my vehicle. I mean, come on, this, like, what, what, in what world is that okay? Rolling Smoke said, "What's up, everybody? Rolling Smoke, how you doing? Oh, speaking of the good car, you see that Rivian release Monday? I put my $100 deposit down on R3. I'm gonna need all of those deposits, all of y'all to put them deposits down, so my Rivian shares can go up, please and thank you." Uh, Jimmy says, "The three of us together, I'll alert the media." Yeah, you know what? And if Kent is driving, then I won't have to worry about sipping. Ah, Steven, what's up? He says, "Hey, yo, Dash and family, good evening. Phew, back to regular programming." Yes, Steven, I think about you when we do the time change, because I know that, you know, 10 o'clock versus 9 o'clock when you get up early in the morning is it's a big difference. So I appreciate you you getting up. Golly, 65,000 deposits, 65,000 times 100. That's a lot of money. $6.5 million. Oh man. Delta Sim Pilot, what's up with you, man? How you doing? He says, "Hey Dash, what's going on?" Man, yo, I cut the heck out of my finger today because my finger was dry, my skin was all dry, and I was trying to open up a bottle, and the plastic on the bottle was like, ha ha, and just cut the crap out of my finger. My finger hurts. It is throbbing right now. It was such a deep cut. That's one of the things I hate about the winter, and the fact that I wash my hands so much. Just these Delta Symbolic. Are you going? Can you turn out the light in there if you're done, please? Thank you. Um, Symbolic said he's been busy. So thank you. Didn't really make much difference. So we have. I installed these lights. These are they are IKEA. Um, yeah, so she actually, I reached out to her earlier. I sent her a text message with the link to the stream. She says she has a friend over her house right now. Actually, one of the friends that I know, one of her friends that I know, and she said that they're going to try to jump on a little later. But I'm looking at this light right here. So we have these LEDs, or that's a LED. It's a string light. So we just use them as under cabinet lights. They have been on in the kitchen for like 17 years. Quentin says Rivian is at 1172. Great time to buy now, folks. Yeah, I think I'm down on my Rivian still. Let me check. Because actually made some money today. I wasn't in the red today. I was in the black. All right. Golly, Tesla's down $40 on the no 4%. All right, Tesla. Rivian. Rivian, Lucid. Let's see. I need Lucid to come back too, please, because Rivian. Yo, yeah, I'm down 35% on Rivian. 35%. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, hold on one second, guys. Hey, Victor, you're on speakerphone, and we can hear you on the stream. Okay.
And that's what I'm trying to do. I've got my laptop working, but I don't know how to pull the live. I mean, I'm listening to you.
So if you are, I'm gonna post a link to the live stream. So copy that link and just paste it into the URL, the bar at the top. Okay. And then once you do that, you're going to have to. And actually, I'm gonna mute myself for a second. All right, so I'm trying to help Victor out getting onto the live stream because he wants to join us, but he's having some difficulty. He said he's having some difficulty seeing, so he can't see the link to try and get it. So, but you're I'm gonna say you're more than welcome to just kind of hang out, and but you're having difficulty seeing the comments.
Yeah, and what really sucks is that the laptop is so damn cool. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff I've never seen before.
Okay. Well,
wait, I think I see the link.
I'm gonna post it again, so it should be the last comment you see, and obviously it's coming from me. And all you have to do is copy it and paste it into the. Now we're caught up again. All right. Well, Victor, if you okay. All right, Victor's going to give it a try. All right. Hopefully, I'll talk to you soon, Victor. Bye bye. All right. So Victor, long time. That's Footy Fatty Adventures. What's up? Victor, we call Victor Salmon Claus. He's having some difficulties with his vision now, and so he's having a difficult time trying to see the link and to be able to join. Um, this is an open forum for any one of you guys who would like to join us. There is the link. All you have to do is copy the link, and you can join in on the live stream. Ask a question. You know, uh, poke fun. Tell me something. What up, Russ? Captain Newbie. How you doing this evening? He says, "Hey, all." Oh, wait. So I forget that I can do this. He says, "Hey, all." Man, oh man. Um, this is what happens when I only use StreamYard once a month. I forget that I can post these comments and people can see them versus me having to actually read everything. Steven says, "Howdy, Russ." Man. Quentin says, "Highlight my comment." he says, "Yay!" Now I'm narrating the comments. Russ says, "Good to see everyone." Yes, indeed. Yo, I really do look forward to Wednesday nights, and I have so much fun when we hang out. And the live streams that we have the capability to talk to other people are even better. But there's nobody here right now, and I'm just like twiddling my fingers, talking to myself. So, what is it you guys would like to talk about? What is something you guys want to talk about this evening? Where's Chachi? There's Chachi's can. Oh, there it is. The 12th can. And I feel like I'm a moment or so behind on the comments because um it's going through YouTube and it comes back to StreamYard. I'm not even gonna highlight that one, Quentin, because that'll summon Chachi. All right, that's what's up. Travis said he did his first pop-up barbecue weekend before last. Turned out great. Nice. What did you cook? Uh, Jack says, "What's the status of Vanna?" So, Jack, I did in fact start working on Vanna, but I was gonna try and keep it under wraps until I had more progress done. But I went out and I worked on Vanna. It's been 2 weeks now because it was warm for one odd day, and then it's been cold again. And or when it hasn't been cold, I've had things to do in the house. But I went out and worked on Vanna. I was out there working on Vanna for 4 or 5 hours, and I actually did film a good majority of of what I was doing when I was. This is something we're trying to get down into the parts that I need to replace, but I haven't been able to get back out into the garage. I know that this is not going to be like an overnight thing. It's just going to take time and me being able to devote the time to go out there and work on it. So I just haven't been able to get back outside and work on it. Um, Kent says Eagles free agency or the lack of moves by the Cowboys. Sheesh. Yeah. Listen, I'm not a real big off season. I don't do a whole bunch of talking in the off season. Like I watch during the regular season. You know, Off season acquisitions. Obviously, the two big ones for me that hit. I won't say hit home, but The retirement of Jason Kelsey and a retirement of Fletcher Cox. Those were heavy hitters, heavy hitters. I'm glad to see Brian Graham is or Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham is still going to be an Eagle. He's still going to play. So I'm looking forward to seeing more from 55. And then Saquon Barkley and who else did we get off free agent? We got a couple others. We got the other dude that was Eagle before, and then he came back, and I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but he's got like a 3-part name. So uh, okay, Russ said I would like to talk about the poor people without thumbs. Go on. Hojo, what up, man? How you doing? Jeez. Travis said he cooked 6 brisket, 3 pork shoulders, 2 pork loin, and cowboy baked beans and potato salad. And a partridge in a pear tree. There it is. Thank you, Russ. You did not he did not disappoint. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jackson's great. I love to see other people lose their crap working on diesel vehicles. Oh, yo, you, you will probably, yo. I mean, because I know I was filming, I didn't like lose my crap, but yo, I came close. Like I had to walk away a couple times. Like stop the video, walked away for an hour or two. Uh, um, Quentin says, "Well, call your boy and I'll come help." I don't I don't know much about fixing engines, but I'll bring beer and can hold a flashlight with the best of them. Quentin, do not threaten me with a good time. My wife is actually going away for a couple days, and I don't know, man. Saturday night might be the move. If it's not too cold, if it's not too rainy, I might have to take you up on that because Friday is gonna be a bust. Like my day Friday is gonna be. I gotta take my wife to the airport, take taste test number 2 to his driving test. Then I have to take all 3 kids to the dentist. Then I gotta work in between. Uh, then I have to take taste test number 1 to the doctor. His annual checkup type deal, or physical at in the afternoon. And then that evening, I have to take taste test number 3. She's in a science fair at Morgan State University, and I have to take her project to Morgan to set it up on Friday night. Then on Saturday morning, I gotta get her and take her to Morgan so she can present for the said science fair. Take taste tester number 2 to his mentorship program. Take taste tester number 3 back up that afternoon. So it might be like a Saturday evening type deal where, bruh. uh oh. CJGC. I don't even know if I want to know what that means, Kent. Elvira says, "What's up, amigo Dash? ¿Qué te pasó contigo, amigo?" Look, Russ says 7.3 pain is real. What's even worse is I don't have a 7.3. I have a 6-liter. So the 6-liter diesel pain is worse, sir. Okay. Steven says we use a lot of French in our garage. Yeah, I bet. I bet. But Quentin said that's why I don't have kids. Way too much going on. Yeah, well, I mean, it happens. Blind Man Cooking says, "What's up, everyone? What up, Dave? How you doing this evening?" Travis, I want to say you think you know because I think you have kids, so you already know. Travis says, "I see now why you drink." Oh, now you see? Oh no, oh no. All right, look at this. Eyes here, but the kid ain't sleep yet. Oh, they've been asking about you, Angela. They've been asking about you. Even Steven asked about you earlier today. He's like, "Where's Angie been?" Hmm. Oh, CJJG was Eagles DB. He went to Detroit and came back to Philly. Yeah, I couldn't, dude. I, bruh, I wait until the regular season when the dust settles and the numbers get put out, and I just can't in the off season. You heard about how much I have going on, right? I can't devote too much time to listening to what the Eagles are doing. Jimmy says, Angela. Russ says, hey. Ange. Quentin says, Ange. Yes. Oh man. Uh Foodie Fatty Avenger says my drink tonight is White Claw and Tito's. Nice. Yo, I'm glad I'm not the only one that takes the seltzer and just like kicks it up a notch with something a little heavier, something a little harder. Cause it's just the White Claws just don't do it. Oh yeah, Sauce Gardner Johnson. He I forgot that he was an Eagle because I think I don't think the Kelsey brothers interviewed him on their podcast, but they talked about him a good deal at one point. Maybe they did interview him. No, they did interview him. They did interview him. Uh, huh. Steven says, Ange, what's up? It's been a minute. Yeah, she been busy working, like freaking life. Hmm. Angela said, hey, Jamie, Russ, Quentin, Steven, yes. Yo, I am, I want to say I got some. I'm gonna be getting out of the house in a couple weeks, okay? I'm gonna be getting out of the house. I'm gonna leave it at that. Getting ready for a conference next week and working late. Nice. Fat Daddy's outdoor cooking says, what temp do you wrap brisket? So I don't really wrap brisket at a specific temperature. I usually just wrap it in a specific time. Usually it's like 4 or 5 hours. Um, I don't subscribe to. I really don't even put a temperature probe in my briskets until after I wrap it. Um, I just, I've just gotten to the point where I cook on a timeline to a certain point, and then once the brisket is finished, that's when it's done. Um, so usually I kind of look for how the brisket looks, and it has when it has that mahogany color, and like I said, 4 hours, 5 hours is typically when I wrap a brisket, and that's just from my own personal um I'll say just the way I cook my briskets. I do from time to time temp the briskets when I'm about to wrap them, and they can be anywhere from 145 degrees to 170 degrees. I don't take I don't have a hard and fast. I'm gonna wrap this brisket at 159 degrees. I don't do that. I usually I'm cooking on a timetable. I'm cooking on a time frame, and I'm trying to hit a mark as far as having a brisket done at a specific time. Typically, um, so let's say I have to deliver a brisket at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I need that brisket to be done by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Actually, take that back. If I'm delivering at 4, okay, and I have an hour drive, I need to have that brisket done. I want that brisket done 2 hours before I have to leave the house so that I can at least let it rest for maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half before I slice it up. Then I will, oh, nope, 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 nope. Let's do some more math, right? Let's think about it. Let's talk about it. So I need to deliver brisket at 4. The 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 drive for me to deliver it is an hour. Now that's on the extreme side, but it's an hour. I would like to have the brisket reheating for an hour before I make the drive for an hour. So again, I need to deliver at 4, take an hour away. I need to leave at 3. I need to get the brisket in the oven at 2. Okay. So that's 1 o'clock. I need to have the brisket sliced, which means I need to have that brisket done by 11 a.m. so that it can rest for a good hour, maybe an hour and a half before I slice into it. If you ever sliced a brisket when it's too warm, all those juices just run away and the brisket dries out. So the best thing I can tell you, or best thing I do, is I will let my brisket cool back down to almost not room temperature, but like warmer, slightly warmer than room temperature. So like 120-ish degrees, maybe. Slice the brisket up. I will put the brisket into pans or a pan and then reheat that brisket um back up to temperature. And like I said, I get on the grill. So that means that if I need that brisket done by 11, right? I'm going to have to start that brisket. Typically, I can a brisket depending on the size of the brisket, it can be 6 to 8 hours on a cook for my briskets. How I cook my briskets. So it's just like I said, that reverse math. Blind man cooking says sup, Ange. And just is glad my LinkedIn posts get traction. He's the only one that looks at them. Yo, I saw something the other day that had me cracking up. It was talking about how people are still posting on LinkedIn and who posts on LinkedIn really. Uh El Barrios is doing a barbecue competition in April. Hopefully, I can make some practice videos before then. Yeah, man. Hog said, "Let the brisket rest 2 hours." Yes, indeed. Yeah. Um. I mean, literally no less than 1 hour, no more than two. Typically, by the time you start to, if you let it rest for, let's say 2.5, 3 hours, it's cold at that point. Like sub 100 degrees, and it's like hard. It's hard to explain. Um, and boy, I wish I had the ability to say, all right, you know what? I'm going to cook three different briskets, and I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna cut a brisket at 1 hour, cut a brisket at 2 hours, and cut a brisket at 3 hours, and let's see the difference. I wish I had that ability. I can't afford to do that. So Fats Outdoor Cooking says you just going by color. Okay, nice. So, but it's a combination of things. I'm not necessarily always going by color. Sometimes that time, it's like, all right, 4 hours. Boom, I have a hard stop at 4 hours. It says at 4 hours I need to wrap this up, and I'm going to bump the temperature up because when I bump the temperature up, I'm going to be able to finish that brisket faster, especially when I know I'm on a timetable. When I'm like, all right, again, so let's say if I need that brisket done by 11 a.m. and I started it, that means I'm starting that brisket at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? So if I don't want to get up earlier than 3 o'clock in the morning, and when I say get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, that brisket needs to go on at 3 o'clock in the morning, which typically means I'm up at 2. I'm out at the smoker by 2:15, starting the smoker, and then I gotta trim and season my brisket, and then the brisket can be on the smoker by like 2:30, 2:40, 2:45, right? So by 3 o'clock, boom, we are rolling. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning, right? 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning. That's 6 hours, 7 hours, 6, 7 hours, right? And then I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to wrap the brisket. So it depends on which cooker I'm using as well. If I'm using my Traeger because I'm doing a single brisket, I'm going to have that temperature a little lower so I can get a little bit more smoke flavor, smoke penetration into that brisket, which means that I'll probably let it go for 6 hours because I'm cooking at a lower temperature. But if I am cooking my in, let's say, Vicky, the vertical smoker, I might only let it go for 4 hours because that temperature is a bit higher, which means the temperature of that brisket is going to be higher. and we can kind of go from there. All right. What up, Cuzzo? How you
Hi,
doing?
good. I thought I would show up for 4 seconds because I gotta still do bedtime.
That's all right. You know what? I appreciate you. Yeah, can't see behind the stunning shades. Oh, look at you.
This is I can't see. Um,
Yo, I just went to the eye doctor yesterday and I got some new glasses. So we got some new glasses, we got some new shades, you
oh
know. Yeah,
yeah, Zulu is my friend.
I'm you know what? I might have to do that cuz
Because my prescription is expensive now.
really? Yo, so listen, I tried the progressive joint. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I
Um,
I had I did the bifocals this time. I'm trying to bifocals because I'm like, I be taking my glasses off because my vision is good enough to be able to read without my glasses. My glasses actually make me not be able to see what it is I'm trying to read.
yeah, I have
Yeah.
astigmatism, so I can't see backlights. So computers, it like if I take my glasses off, it's just like one big streak, you know.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that because I can't see distance. Because like right now, obviously you see I'm not wearing my glasses. I can read my computer screen just fine. I can read my phone just fine, but when I have my glasses on, I'd be like, "Ugh, I gotta take them off in order to see my phone." So it don't work out. Russ said, "Looking marvelous."
Oh, thanks. Off and I was about to twist my hair back up, and I was like, you know what? Let me like jump off for like 4 seconds.
Well, I appreciate you. Look at you. She got her St. Patrick's Day pillow in the background.
No, it's a FAMU pillow.
I mean, I see it's green and oh
That's
wow,
what
look at that.
did the because you can So it's my FAMU and my orange couch for FAMU.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and the other
So
one.
did Clyde go to Florida State?
Clyde went to Florida State, yeah,
Okay.
and Jeff did too, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because the whole thing is, I couldn't. So Clyde and Jeff are friends of my cousins, who she says that I stole her friend.
So
So, but I was talking to Taste Tester number 2 about FAMU and Florida State, and I couldn't remember which was the HBCU and which was not.
FAMU is the HBCU,
That's what I told him.
and then this one's like class of '05.
Oh, five. You know what's funny, right? So I have this is a remake of my high school gym uniform. Yeah, yeah. But it has this on the sleeve, right?
Because that's when you graduated.
Yes. So 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 usually when I'm at the range on Sundays, I'm wearing something that says Still Drum Smokers, right? And people are like, "Oh, what's that place?" Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Oh, here's a card." Boom, boom,
I own
boom,
it.
boom, boom. Right, exactly, right. I know what I'm doing. Anyway, so um, there was somebody in there on Sunday, and he looks at my because I had that hoodie on because it was cold on Sunday, so I had the hoodie on. He's like HSES. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, what elementary school is that? And I said,
Oh,
oh, that's not an elementary school.
it
I
was
said, this
engineering
is the
and
high
science.
school of engineering and science.
Yeah.
He's like, where's that? I'm like, it's in Philly. He's like, oh wow. Oh wait, high school? He's like, damn. Wait a minute, you came out of high school in '98? I was like, yes. And he's like, oh, I'm actually a little older than you. So he's like, wow, '98. So we got to talking about he was 46, and then he's like, wait a minute, you're 44? I was like, I'll be 44 this year. He's like, damn. I was like, I know I don't act like I'm 44, but yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. So he's Russ says, hey, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and give a like and a comment. Yeah, please and thank you. I appreciate it.
I forgot to
Definitely.
I forgot to like it when I was.
It's all right.
I did it.
So hold on. Blind Man Cooking says, Dash, what you drinking? I have a jar and it's clear. Hold on, can you hear that shaking?
Yeah.
This is a little. This was a 16-ounce jar. It is half empty. I poured half of it into my cup, and I used a zero sugar Rockstar. I'm feeling pretty okay. I think I've had half of it gone. What happened to that jar that I hooked you up with? My homie, hooked you up with. Have you touched that one, Angela?
I've had 3 shots. That's it.
Word, word. Tell Jeff to take a
What?
shot too.
Huh?
If he tell Jeff to take a couple of shots if he
Jeff
hasn't already.
left. So that's what
Oh,
took so long to get on because he was
mm.
like, "Oh man, I didn't realize it was 9 o'clock." So he was like, "Let
Yeah,
me get
he still
back
got to
to
drive.
it."
He got to drive. He's coming all the way back up towards me. Mm. And I know
Yeah.
Jeff be talking, and he,
Yeah.
but where's
You
the
know, they're
lie?
my friends. So
uh, Turkey, Travis. I was about to say adrenaline turkey call, but Travis says, "Oh, Barrio Cookers, good luck with the comp. Where are you competing? Our comp is on May 4th. May the 4th be with you." All right. Don't shake your head like that. Come on, you see that every single year. May the 4th be with you.
here, and that's what it's corny.
I know, but it's not though. I mean, I'm not even a big Star Wars guy. Star Wars, but that one is just funny. Barrio Cooker says I gave you some ingredients on my competition chili video. I know I did see that. So
Hold on, he got a competition chili, like because I can do the chili without the meat. So what's in this chili?
so you're gonna have to go to his channel and
Okay,
and check out the video. He
it's
posted a
called El
video.
Barrio Cooking.
Yes. So
Okay,
if you're on, you might have to go to YouTube. Excuse me. And actually, you know what? I will do this for you. Yeah, you're gonna have to go to YouTube because I can't link in StreamYard. So you have to go to YouTube and then go to his channel.
okay,
And then
I'll
it was like his last video.
okay, I'll do that. I
Skeleton
wrote it down.
Crew. You what? I'm sorry.
I wrote it down.
All right.
I have to.
Skeleton Crew Barbecue says, "What's good, Dash and fam? Late like usual." I mean, it is what it is. We're not even going. Those are knives. It looks like.
Oh, you saw.
I,
I was like, is that fish? What is?
I already know. Listen, great minds, great minds. Because I'll be on it. The whole thing is like you can't let them see what you're thinking. Because I was looking at it too, like, what the hell is that? Like, oh, those are not knives.
Yeah, like right before you said it, I saw
Oh,
it, but I
what?
was trying to
No,
figure
no,
out
no.
if it
You
was
can't.
fish.
Here's the thing. You have a hard time, and your cousin, my wife, has a hard time not telling what you're thinking on her face.
Yeah.
Am I lying? Because you were like, what that? Like
Yeah,
you zoomed in and everything. No,
I
no,
said
no, no.
like
You can't.
it's hard.
You you can't. No, you have to be like tele. Like a television. You can't react to those things, even when you're like, what the fuck is that? No, you can't do that.
I've
Um.
started saying that in meetings, like just legit. What the f is that? Like, because I don't
Um. No.
what's
Mm-mm-mm.
going on.
Look, Angela. Let's see, Quentin. Angela with the glasses. Too cool. uh, Look. He said high school gym uniforms. You went to that fancy public school. I see. Come on now.
I
Every high school had a gym uniform.
We had them in middle school. I can remember middle school. I really don't even remember taking gym in high school.
What? Yo, I can't be the only one that had a gym uniform. And I know. Wait. I want to say I know. But it was like a fundraising type thing as well because we had to have our gym uniform, and our gym uniform consisted of like shorts and a shirt. Like we had to have a gym shirt at least. And I won't say it didn't matter what shorts or sweatpants you wore during gym. They just had to be certain color.
We had a
Uh,
whole short set
yeah.
in middle school. But in
Hmm.
high school, okay, I remember taking gym my freshman year. I don't remember taking gym after freshman
I'm about
year.
to say you typically have it 2 years.
And then I was like, but then like because I played basketball, I ran track, played volleyball. All I can remember is my practice uniforms. I can't remember a gym uniform
Nah,
for.
we had a uniform. So I had a we had a short sleeve shirt, and then we had actually we that was it. We had a short sleeve shirt, and then that shirt that I or hoodie that I made or had is a remake of the high school. Like that was what our gym uniform looked like, and the gym uniform was just a t-shirt. So yeah, it wasn't. But I can tell you, my kids at Catholic school, when they were, I'm gonna say when they were going to Catholic school, they had a gym uniform, and the gym uniform consisted of um silk screened shorts, sweatpants, t-shirts, or sweatshirts. They had a summer gym uniform and a winter gym uniform, and of course it was buku dollars,
Yeah.
because it just made money for the school, and you had to go to one specific place to buy this damn uniform. Yo, I'm so glad they're not in Catholic school anymore. Let me just say, Chachi, he says, "Ayo, what up, Chachi?"
I see Russ put in there that there's meat in El Barrio's chili.
There is, but I
And
mean, you
I
can.
can substitute meat out. I've been a vegetarian for so
She's a
long. I can put it
professional.
right. I can
She
put
knows how to
seasoning.
make it meatless.
I could. I'm about to say. I just need the seasonings and stuff like that. I made some good chili a couple weeks ago, but and I got to take it out the. It was good. It was even my kid ate it. That's the pickiest person in the world.
Your cousin has become picky lately. Don from the farm. He says gym uniform. Man, Roddy shorts and a tank top. Yeah, well, back when it was still black and white. we you know, there was no uniform. but since we have color now. Hey, Jack and Betty, you guys still here? Because I know I'm sure they might have a comment about a gym uniform. Look, Russ said, well, in the 80s, we could buy gym stuff with the Blue Devil emblem, but it wasn't mandatory. Okay. I guess so. Russ, what high school did you go to, and what was your mascot?
Yeah.
Because ours,
Devil is it like is I don't know what a blue devil
the
emblem is.
jersey, so that's a jersey thing. The
Uh,
jersey Blue Devil is from the hockey team. So see, this is ours. We had a Pegasus, or our not emblem. Our mascot was the Pegasus. So, but this is now, mind you, this hoodie is also probably 5 years old. Um, so, and the other day I I was uninformed that we ran out of laundry detergent, and I went to wash clothes and there was no laundry detergent. So I was like, I need to go into the closet because typically I wear my Silver Smoker stuff, and I had to wash clothes. So now I'm glad that it's getting warmer and I got short sleeve stuff that was clean because I
so
was like,
instead of going to the store,
no, no, no. So what had happened was I found out we didn't have laundry detergent late on Saturday when I was trying to wash clothes. And I hadn't washed clothes yet because we ran out. I went and got laundry detergent on Monday, so I have laundry detergent
so a
now.
whole day passed. And okay, keep going.
Saturday night was when I realized that I didn't have laundry detergent.
It was a whole
Sunday
cycle.
I had to go to the range. I work at the range all day long on Sunday.
Don't pass no stores.
I'm only going to Sam's to get laundry detergent, and I
Okay.
work at the same hours that Sam's is open.
Okay.
So
So
I went
PJs,
and
you get
got the laundry detergent on Monday.
okay. All right.
Today's Wednesday. My clothes are upstairs. I have the hoodie here because it's still here
Clothes are
next to me.
upstairs, still sitting in front of the wash. Well, no, washing
No,
machine.
they're sorted, but they're not sitting in front of the washing machine. Like I said, I sorted them. But here's the problem: you have little cousins that wash clothes like it's going out of style.
Because
I
they
have to
are in the girl phase. And
I have to like book the washing machine.
Yeah.
And okay, so today is Wednesday.
Mhm.
Monday, I what did I do on Monday? I feel like I had to do something on Monday, which is why I didn't go into work on Monday. But typically, I'm like Tuesday or Wednesday is when I'm like washing clothes, doing my laundry and stuff like that because your cousin is at work. So what did I do? Why did I go to work on Monday? Something happened. Oh, Monday I had to go to the eye doctor. That was what it was. So Monday I went to the eye doctor. Yesterday I had to actually do work. So I did my work
Yeah.
right? Today I actually took off. Okay. I took off today because we went to the museum today. We went to a
Do you have a
museum.
band-aid on your? Oh,
I do. I
that's
do.
the
I
other
do.
hand.
We
I,
talked about it. This is my right index finger. This is my trigger
Mine is
finger.
my left.
Um, so I was talking about I talked about it earlier. My skin, my right hand, my skin is just dry because it's winter, and I was opening a bottle and I cut my finger because this bottle was vicious. It was like nah.
I
Anyway,
broke my nail like down into the meat
to
section,
the cuticle.
trying to
That's your left finger.
yes, my left finger,
All right.
trying to fix because my kid don't want to ride without training wheels. So putting
Mm,
training wheels back on a bike.
all right. All right.
And she only rode for like 2 seconds and said, "It's hot out here."
Travis says good night all. Got to get up early for work. Hey, be easy, man. Thank you very much. Look, let's see. Oh wait, hold on before we talk about that. Neil, what up, pieces? Oh wait, it moved on me. Neil says good evening. Neil, are you coming or you going? Um,
It sounded like he was. Yeah, I haven't seen him here yet, but
I didn't see Neil either. Go ahead.
I'm about to log off.
Hey, you be easy.
I might still chat with y'all, but I need to like first. It's 9:52 and we still ain't in bed. We're still singing,
I
and
was
they're having a whole concert right now. So I gotta go play mommy. And
tell
that's too.
tell my little cousin I said hey.
I will.
Give her a high five for me, all right? Boom.
It's tired.
Hey, go
Y'all
be mom, okay? Go be mom. Go be super mom.
just gonna play mommy right now.
No. We're not playing mommy. Don't discount that, yo. Don't discount that. Cause listen, I'll be like, I hate when people say, "Oh, you're babysitting your kids." No, the hell I'm not. They my kids. I'm not babysitting a damn thing. They my kids. I'm being a father right now. It's like what?
Just
What are
taking
you
care of my kids.
like, talking about babysitting my kids, man? Nah. Don't get me. Ooh, them's fighting words, okay? Look, so Russ says Wood Ridge Blue Devils. So I know that the Blue Devils is a Jersey thing, because the hockey team there's a Jersey Blue Devils. So
Oh,
anyway, you be easy. If you
all right.
can get back on here, you know where I'll be.
I will.
Because I sent the link to Marlon, and last week he was like, "You logged off early." Oh, we were an hour and a half in, and
No, because y'all did log off because I did come
I,
in and
I
I think
know.
I commented on this and I was like, "Are you kidding me? It's like only 9:42. It was
Okay,
nine
so
forty-two.
here's the thing, right? I have to get up in the morning sometimes, and I'm like, yo, sometimes I'm tired.
It was
Last
not,
week I was not feeling well, so that was the problem.
and then I got on one other time. You like, "Hi guys, I'm not doing it live today because I'm at the beach." Ha ha ha! And I'm here, like,
I was in, I was in, it was at Coruscant. I was in the Bahamas. So I'm just saying, I can't be letting folks know where I am or where I'm not gonna be. So I can't post that ahead of time. Like,
right. So yeah, and so yeah, I was here. I was here that day, and I comment on everything when I'm here, and then I did comment that yes,
Sasha's talking about
that's all
excuses.
I hear.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no. Look, listen.
see,
It was
Russ,
nothing personal. The whole thing was I can't be telling folks that I'm not home when I'm not home
But
I
but
mean,
but I logged on last week at 9:42. And I know what time it was because I finished a meeting at 9:40, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm working late. So I finished a meeting at 9:40, and then I was like, let me log on. I went to the bathroom 2 seconds, washed my hands. I did, and then I came back and you were off. And I was
I'm
like,
so the past 2 weeks, and I will be completely honest. The past 2 weeks, I have not been feeling well. Last week was not was no exception. I have I was under the weather like the week before. I don't know what was going on. I was just having gastrointestinal issues and was not sleeping well, and I was just like,
well, I don't need to know all that.
I'm just trying to paint the picture. That's all I'm
Okay,
saying.
yeah, that was way too much.
Anyway, last week it was some of the same, okay? Where I just was not feeling well and I was drained. I wasn't sleeping very well. And I was like, yo, I'm dead to the world. I'm sorry, but I got to end this. And it was an hour and a half in. Oh, hello, little girl. Oh, she can.
He's the YouTube. She's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
We're on. You're on YouTube right now. You know that.
Yeah, because my
You'll have
baby
to.
is YouTube.
You'll have to see yourself on YouTube later.
Okay,
Okay, I'm
All
gonna
right.
be with
Hey,
you.
but you need
you
to
want
go.
to be? You want to be what?
I wanna go with you on YouTube.
You're
I don't.
on you're
I
on him right
don't know about that though. You are on YouTube right now. But listen, you need to go to bed
now. You do.
because it's late.
Peace out, homie.
All right. You. Good night. I'm gonna take you off the
I'm gone.
being. I'll see you later.
All right. See
Hey,
y'all.
thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. Bye. All right. Oh, shoot. Blah, 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 blah. Silver Bart says report on having my grill professionally clean. They deep into one, but since I need to work 11 hours per day, 6 days per week, they save me time. If you have, I guess, if you have the time, do it yourself. So, if you guys do not know what that is referring to, so a week ago, 2 weeks ago, Silver Bart was talking about how he was going to have his grills or cooker professionally cleaned. And obviously, he says that they didn't do a good enough job. They didn't do a better job than he would have done. But here's the question I have for you, Mr. Silverbart. What is your time worth? Because, I mean, was that hour or 2 hours worth you not having to do it? Was it like, I mean, was it worth the money that you spent to be able to do what it is you need to do? That's one of the reasons why I get my grass cut. I have a guy that comes and cuts my grass. And if I cut my lawn, that's 3 hours. Easy. 3 hours. Excuse me. I would be cutting my grass. 3 hours. I can do a lot in 3 hours. And I'm paying him a little bit more. Nope, I'm paying him less than what I make in 3 hours. Yeah, yep. Paying him less than what I make in 3 hours. But, bruh, I'm not having to do it. And I don't have to do it in the heat. I don't have to do it when I don't want to. I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it. So, what's your time worth? Yeah, what's your time worth? So Silverbar said they spent 3 hours and I made a little more per hour than they charged me. It was a slight net positive for me. Plus, didn't get my hands dirty. That right there is worth its weight in gold. Because I tell you, people give me grief when I put on gloves and I do different things, and I'm like, yo, I need some gloves. I'm gonna put some gloves on. I'm gonna do this with gloves on, blah, blah, blah. I don't like getting my hands dirty. I don't mind getting my hands dirty, but I don't like getting my hands dirty. I don't mind getting my hands dirty by like digging in and doing something. Obviously, as you can tell, I do a lot of things around my house. I'm pretty hands-on, but I don't want actual dirt on my hands. I don't know, like I'm not OCD, but I wash my hands frequently, and my hands are dry because I wash my hands very frequently, and that's just like a food service thing. I just wash my hands a lot. You know what? We are 1 hour into the live stream, and I have not shouted out those of you guys who are watching on the replay. So those of you who are watching on a replay, shout out to you guys. Obviously, Bumpy, self-proclaimed CEO of the Rewatch Gang, definitely appreciate you. Jack says my time is 3 hours away from my wife. Yes, yes. Jack, I get it. I get it. I get it. Look, Skeleton Crew says agreed. I'm happy to pay my lawn guy. You know, I'm happy until I have to pay him. Cause that getting my grass cut, it adds up and it is a bill. The November, December, January, February, March. The 5 months that I'm not paying him, it was like I got a raise. I swear, it's like I got a raise. And my lawn guy, we used to work together actually. So I want to say he knows when we get paid, but he finds out when payday is for me, and he's like, "I'm gonna come and cut your lawn on the Fridays of payday." Yeah, great. So like, I don't even get to see that money in my account for long before you just snatch some of it. So, but no, it's completely fine. But when I say it is a it is a bill. It is a bill. It's definitely a bill to the point where I'm like, oh, he doesn't cut the grass. I'm like, wow, yes. All right. So I know it's been a hot minute, but if anyone has the ability to join the live stream, all you have to do is click that link, follow the instructions, set up an account, and then you can join us. Join me on the live stream. Jack, Betty, I'm looking at you. Whoa, hold up, hold up. Skeleton Crew, go on. My man said, LOL, my lawn guy cut my yard while I was getting fired last time. I'll wait. I'll wait. Please elaborate. Because this seems like a decent, decent story. Russ says, "Oh no, I much prefer to fight the old gas in my lawnmower." Yo, my lawnmower blew up. Okay, when we first moved to our house, I had a walk behind mower, and then the walk behind mower, I was just like, "Yo, no, hell no." So we bought a riding mower. I used to cut the grass with the riding mower, and then the riding mower was air cooled, and it blew up. Can we please welcome Marlon? What up, man?
Yo,
I feel like it's been forever since we've talked, man.
it has.
It's been a good couple months, man. Like,
It has. We all had different obligations we had to take care of, but we did.
That's what's up, man. How you doing? How you been? How are things?
I am doing fantastic. Look,
How's your daughter
far
doing? How's your
away.
daughter been healing and stuff like that?
Oh, my daughter been healed up for months now and getting right back on my nerves again. My birthday is next Saturday.
Next Saturday. All right. I won't
And
forget.
Also, just for you,
For the
Dash,
23rd?
you need to. Yep, 23rd.
Okay.
Also, just for you, Dash, you may want to check out a video on my channel when you get a chance.
Okay. I'll look and I'll see. All right, so Lena, it must be that time of night. Cause hold up, wait a minute. Oh, this guy, he's so funny. Oh, did you
What
see?
happened?
I don't know. So, what was funny is Jimmy took the background from from here. From he took my background. You know the
I
shelf
don't have a
here.
background, do I?
Oh man, you guys. So I don't know what he did. Oh man. Look, Susie. Look, I guess she's the first one to say happy early birthday.
Thank you, Susie. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's see what we
I say
got here.
woohoo.
Marlon with Quentin. Hey, Marlon. Hey, Angela. I tried to get on when you was on, but I was in the middle of something.
Yo, look at this. Look at this guy. This guy.
Your background.
All right, guys, let's all come over to Dash's house.
Oh, yeah,
That is so cool.
It's so funny because I looked at it and immediately I'm like, "Yo, that's my background." And it's funny. That's a background from a different video. I can tell because of the camera angle is different. So Jimmy did some research. He did some homework. He went to an old video, an old live, and took a picture, took a snapshot. Go ahead, tell him. Yep, you're right.
Shoot, how do you register for the draft again? My son turns 18 tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been
The
before I got on the show.
I don't know the what I want to say what draft was it, but
What draft are we talking about?
when you not the civil service, but there's a specific. I guess Silver Bart says the post office. Jimmy dropped out. Um, why can't I think of what it is? Because I've had to. It'll come to me as we're talking. So Marlon, how you been, man?
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good. I literally have no complaints, surprisingly enough. So
There
I'm
it
gonna
is.
be
There it is.
selective
Selective
services.
service. Yep. I couldn't remember.
As I remember, it's automatically once you turn 18. Um, it's kind of like a bundle. Thank you, government. It's a bundle service. Like once you register to vote,
Well, yeah.
things like that, you automatically are
Registered
registered for
selective
selective
service.
services. I was thrown off by draft. We have a draft since
Vietnam.
So if your son's turning 18, he would literally have to go in and join a military branch. It's not there even during wartime, which trust me, we just literally came off of 20-year plus draft. They're not going to draft you into service anymore.
All right, so hold on. Let's get into this by Skeleton Cruz. He says he used to live next door. He's my friend, so he just cut it when it needed it. I was out of state all week working. The job was a wreck and went south. I was fired, came home to a fresh lawn. Hell yeah, man! That's one less thing you have to do. All right,
Okay, right.
Jimmy.
You're not gonna say anything. You just gonna say.
Well, so I think Jimmy is watching on the YouTube stream because he's behind. So he hasn't reacted yet. So
okay.
Jimmy, what you have to do is close the YouTube stream and only use the StreamYard stream, and then you'll be up to date, and right on time.
Blind Man Cooking, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I thought registering was mandatory. No.
I think it is. You at least have to
Well,
acknowledge
I don't.
that you.
I guess what I'm saying is I don't think you have to go out of your way to register.
Yeah, I think it's automatic, just
It's,
like you said.
yeah, it's an automatic thing. Like they
you know
look
what,
real
Jimmy?
forward for you to turn 18.
I'm so sorry. I just gotta. I want to like point out the level that Jimmy went to. Jimmy went to a portion of the stream when I wasn't sitting at the chair.
Yes, he did.
Yo,
He's
that is
live.
commitment. That is commitment right there. Because the whole thing is, I'm not in the chair. I'm not there because I'm like, yo, how am I not? Yo, see,
Ooh, don't
that
do
is.
Oh.
Listen, I notice everything. I notice everything.
Well, you and I have been talking recently about videos and editing and all of that, and I was like, I think what I'll do is I'll find a screen that I can save, and next time he does the StreamYard, I'm going to his house. I know the man that would appreciate that.
And I do. And you see, I'm picking every little bit apart because I'm like, wait a minute, that's not tonight. That is from an older video. And then I'm like, I see the chair behind you, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's even more. That's when I got up from the seat, and it was yo, that is next level. Next level. Jimmy, when I say I noticed, I noticed. Yo, that's fantastic.
So the next time, Jimmy, to impress me, the next time I need you to find a video in the background.
Oh, I got to go to your house next?
No. I need you to get a background of the correction panel.
Oh, okay.
Well, to be fair, when I'm using my phone, I have I have it turned a little bit more this way, so you don't see the cutting boards. The picturesque cutting boards is what they are, Marlon and Quentin, both of you two. But when I'm using my laptop, it's a wider field of view, so that's why you can see them there. Because you and Quentin have a time pointing out the cutting boards.
Hey.
Well, and there was no way I was not at least going to come on for a few minutes because I didn't want you to say next month. Oh, listen, last month I did it, and my cousin was the only one that came on. So.
No,
Jimmy, I promise you, and I'm gonna get on Dash about this. The last time we were supposed to get on, I literally set up my computer. I literally set up my light. I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. And I went on and I got to welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm like, welcome. Wait a minute. There's no show tonight. I was like, oh, because you didn't say anything to him.
No, well, you're right, but that was on me too because I had just gone away and I got back home and I was like, oh man, I know. I was just off. I was thrown off.
Yeah.
Plus, and I was just thrown off because I had been traveling and then I got home, and so that was I'm gonna say my excuse, but we didn't have to have a live stream. I mean, I know this is a loose thing, and I mean, yeah. Where are they located? It look like an eye socket removal tool. What are you talking about? What did I miss? Oh wait. Once you do, you register automatically. Oh, look, Quentin. He's like, it's not mandatory.
Fine.
Quentin is a draft dodger.
My wife is saying register online, and I'm literally saying I've literally never gone and registered for the draft.
Nope.
Not
Quentin,
once.
I'm not. I'm not doing do it, Quentin. Quentin, you better change that picture, dog. So so Quentin took a picture. Quentin took a page out of Jimmy's book, and he has a picture of me as his background. Nope. You gotta remember, I can see. So he's backstage right now, and
Come on,
so
show us. You gotta let the rest of us see
no
it.
way, no way. I'm not gonna do it. That's why he says, you know, nope. You better change the picture, Quentin. Come on, change the background. Find something else.
This is really strange because all of a sudden, StreamYard is telling me that I have to connect to comment. I've never had to do that before.
Look, I'm kick Quentin out, so he has to change his picture. Because
Russ wants me to trade backgrounds with Marlon.
When Don funny. Or a background with a whole bunch of Peloton juniors.
Come on, Quentin. Let's try harder. Marlon says, "Yes, I'm awake."
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I finally told my group. I said I was going to be on tonight.
All right.
And I was like, "Whoa! Did I tell y'all the time that Dash fell asleep in the middle of a live show?"
Oh man, there's been a couple times. So that's not even.
And Anna, you know Anna. Anna was the only one like, spill the tea. I want to know.
I was tired and I was drunk. That's boom. That was the perfect combination.
In order to not even go through what I told her, it was pretty much that. I was like, he was up all morning, he was smoking, and everything else. And we all know, and if you don't, you'll find out eventually. Well, you know, you've been a kid before. You've been out all night, all day, playing in the sun and everything. Then you go into the house where the air conditioning is, and
that's it. Game over. Sleep.
Game over.
Sandman's coming. Sandman is coming.
All you wanted to do was I just wanted to rest my eyes. That's all I wanted to do.
Bro, look, I'm sure Quentin right now is searching through videos trying to find me asleep. That's probably what he's doing.
Oh. Yeah.
That's probably what he's doing. All right, Jimmy. I know.
Yep,
Splash.
shake it first.
Shake it? Man, I won't say I don't need to shake it. I know this one.
There you go. Ooh, okay.
You know, I don't say I don't play.
Yeah.
I'm doing no such thing.
I got you going on the big TV too, so I could see that one pretty well. That's not weak.
No, it's not. It's a good 100.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Let's see. My guy always keeps it 100.
Okay.
Always 100. Oh yeah. Look,
Hello.
Marlon says, Marlon. Yo,
hello, Steven and Jacqueline. Hello. By the way, I wanted to tell y'all that's a beautiful picture of y'all. That's a wonderful picture.
That picture has got to be 3 or 4 years old. Because, all right, this is how old that picture is. Steven sent me that, and this is the logo or sticker from Steven and Jacqueline. It's been on this cup. This cup has been through some things. It has traveled, and that is the sticker it's been through the dishwasher quite a few times, and I'm like, stop putting my cup through the dishwasher. I hand wash it. But this is Steven and Jacqueline, and can you see the resemblance right there? Yeah. Oh, look, you can see Jacqueline and then Steven's big old head. You can see the resemblance. Um, but
I'm
yeah,
not gonna lie. If you didn't point it out, I wouldn't have seen that.
I know. So so Jacqueline's face is kind of faded. There's a dot where Jacqueline's face was, but that's her face, and
No,
then
I
there's
can
Steven's
see Jacqueline a lot better than I can see Steven. Steven looks like a dot.
face. Actually, you can see Steven better than Jacqueline. There you go. There you go.
Is it reversed? It may be reversed.
No, it's not really reversed. But so there's like a heat spot. Oh, you know what it is? There was a bubble behind Jacqueline's face. So, but anyway, this sticker has been on here for quite some time, and you know, but it is that is the sticker right there, pretty much. It is a picture. Um, it's their logo, more or less.
Captain, you said she's about 90. Are we
Proof,
still talking?
proof. He's talking about the proof on the jar. It's it's
Oh,
it's, it's higher than that. It's higher than that.
you
My
know
God.
what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We was talking about somebody you came home to and somebody had your grass cut. And I'm thinking, and she's 90?
That was somebody else.
Yeah, thank you. That's all I wanted to know. Because
That
it's
was
like,
Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew was talking about how he went to work and he got fired, and this guy cut his grass by the time he was home.
Shoot,
because
I
at
just cut
90
mine
years old, I
today.
ain't thinking about my grass.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and I just cut
He
mine today. Last year, I was on the Forrest Gump mower on the little snapper with the bag on the back,
word
riding around there
Hmm
28 inches.
with the little yoke for a
Yeah,
steering
that's
wheel.
exactly right.
Yep.
And it would take me about an hour. Well, you've seen my yard. It'd take me
Yeah,
about an hour and 45 minutes to cut my grass, and it blew up. And so I bought a new mower.
Mm.
It's a 54-inch bad boy, and I
wow.
cut it today in 32 minutes. So that's not too
Speaking,
long to
Is
cut
it
that
is
sucker.
it the speed of the mower? Is that
no, it's the
the
width of the deck.
It's the width of the
okay?
deck and the speed of the mower. It'll cut a lot faster, and it cuts a lot at a in one swipe.
One swath.
From 28 inches to 54 inches is a big difference.
That's what she said.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
I meant to tell you. You were talking about high school gym uniforms earlier.
Oh boy. Uh
Um, Mine was animal skins, and we cut holes in the arms and the animal skin.
huh.
It was that old.
I think at a certain point we purposely bought long sleeve because you can get both short sleeve and long sleeve, summer or winter, however you want to say it. And I think at a certain point we was just so hard headed that we purposely got winter uniforms just so we could cut it and go out.
It was more
For a while
expensive.
that was the style then.
Well,
You used to roll your cigarettes up in your sleeve too. That's how your sleeves look, Marlon. They look like this.
Yeah, if I was in
Huh?
Greece,
Wait, you're a jet.
back in
You're
the
a
day,
jet,
all our pockets used to have our shirts used to have pockets. We had to have
bro.
pockets even in our t-shirts.
I'm telling you, it's so funny, because our, like I said, our gym uniform was really just a gym shirt. We had gym shorts that we could buy that had the logo and the
yeah,
Pegasus on it, but no one bought the gym shorts.
Yeah.
We just all bought the gym shirt. And actually, I do have a gym shirt from when I was in high school. Still, uh, and I think I also have maybe a reproduction. But so there's a guy who went to my high school who actually lives in Baltimore now, who was a year or two older than I was, and he has a screen printing company. So he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna make reproduction gym uniforms. Does anybody want any?" and I'm like, sign me up. So I got actually have a couple. Um, this is my newer one. I have one that's older. It's probably 7 years old. Um, Gym uniform, reproduction hoodie, and I represent like for real.
Yeah. Well, you have to remember the time
Jimmy,
period.
have you ever used a manual lawnmower LOL from back in the day?
Oh yeah, my grandparents had one. A real type, the real type
Wee
blades. Yeah.
wee
Oh yeah.
wee.
Oh yeah. Their
Man,
yard was considerably smaller than mine is now. Um, down in the lower part of the state, and yeah, that's what they had. That's what they had.
yes, the
But
Pegasus is our mascot.
yeah, well now you went by our high school when you left my house and rode out.
Yes,
That it was out there on the right. I was in the first graduating class from that high school from that building many
wow.
many moons ago. Yep,
Before there was
sure was.
color.
They were green and gold.
Just talking about how old you are, Jimmy. I
No,
said
I'm a
before there was color.
well. Let's see. What year were you born, Dash?
1980.
Uh huh. Well, I graduated in '77, so
Whoa,
yeah.
you
Oh,
just a
Russ,
baby.
Russ about to say, Russ about to say something else. Because every time, oh no, you know who usually chimes in and has something to say is typically Victor.
Yeah.
He's usually the one that or Don. Don is also wise beyond his years, and he's usually the one commenting. There's Russ. Russ said he graduated in, excuse me, 87.
Bless
So
his heart.
he's just a baby too.
Yeah, just a child.
Hmm. All right, we got 10:26. Hey, before I forget, I'm going to post, give you guys a link to the video for tomorrow. Um, Again, before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and just put it in here.
What?
What?
Quentin, if you was born in 2021,
No.
you're three.
Quentin graduated from college in 2021.
I'll go for that before
That's cute.
Quentin.
Graduated from Full Sail. He's got his cyber degrees or computer science, cyber, or something from Full Sail. Yeah.
You were one for college. 81.
Oh, we gotta everybody put a like in. I forgot to put my like in.
Oh,
Hit that,
please and thank you. I appreciate that.
hit that like button.
Definitely.
Let everybody know
Yeah.
that we're on right now. We
If
have
you
a
haven't already,
total
I have 23 likes so far right now. Let's see.
okay, y'all may not be, y'all are new to this. Y'all are new to this.
Y'all.
Due to what?
That, sir,
Who?
which is what she thinks her job is. So I'm like, everybody, put your likes in. Let everybody know that we're live so we can get more people. This is not your show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say
All right.
this was my show.
Well, you can share a live, take a picture.
No, I said that because she was like, total love. I was like, what?
She's my backstage producer, on
Who
and
was
off
that?
air.
Because I was about to say I heard a voice back there, but I couldn't tell. Is that your wife or is that that's
That's
your wife?
That's my wife.
Oh, hey girl, how you doing?
Hey, Dash.
Oh, you on the first name basis. Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Yo,
She sometimes be on my show, and I literally asked her to make a comment, and then it winds up being a whole thesis.
But
And
those are
I'm
the
like,
best ones because then it gives you something to talk about.
it is.
Because I
And,
mean, case in point,
I'm messing with her, but she's not wrong on anything that she's ever said.
that's because you married to her. You know better than tell her she's wrong. Smart, smart.
Well, the
You,
only reason I
you,
say this is
you,
because I literally want to go to bed tonight and sleep well.
you don't have to sleep with one eye open.
No, it's not sleeping with one eye open. It's just sleep, period.
Nah, trust me, she would let you sleep, but she gonna wake you up in your sleep. That's what's gonna happen. You gonna be like, what is that? It was
Where
burning.
are you, though? Are you literally spending this time trying to find something to get on Dash about?
he, you know,
Hello,
Jimmy
wife.
didn't
Nice
learn
to
how to
meet
edit.
you.
That's what that is. Jimmy
I'm
learned.
I'm I'm back
He
home.
learned. He's outside
Everybody
now.
saying,
Yeah, I'm back home.
hey, Mrs. M. Hello, wife. Nice to meet you. I'm Peloton Jr.
Discount Peloton. He Timu Peloton.
Kmart Peloton. Wish list.
Wish. Wish Peloton. That's what we. That's what we. We said he was a wish Peloton.
I had a story on my show last week, which not even going to go into all the details. Just give you the title, because the guy was saying that he's engaged and his wife was looking for a the fiance was looking into getting a wedding dress,
Hmm.
and he was thinking about, hey, no problem, whatever. And she found a $950 wedding dress with a $150 veil or something like that. $150 veil. Either way, it was under 1,500. I'm like, whoa, good. This guy went on there and said, I didn't know it was gonna cost that much. That's just insane prices and everything. So I was trying to find alternatives to what she was looking for. So I was giving her alternatives, and I found the exact same price on Wish.com. And I'm like,
Oh, bro, you didn't. Ooh,
bruh. And it went downhill
not the
from that point
downhill,
on.
like
It
heel,
it never.
heel.
So, fellas, if you're listening, heed
Only
my
one that's not
attention.
married is Quentin.
One, keep your mouth shut when it comes to the wedding dress. And if that's not getting to you, then let me go a little further. Shut up when it comes to the wedding dress. Now, I'm not
So
saying all of a sudden $15,000 wedding dresses and all that. I'm not saying all that. But come on, 1,500?
it's a wedding dress.
Mm.
Let her do what she gonna do. Cause that $1,500 to make her happy, that's gonna go a long way. That's all I got to say
Yes.
about that. So Russ
Mhm.
says, has anyone here ever had banchan chicken? Yes, banchan is amazing. If you don't know what banchan is, I can't remember if it's Korean or else or otherwise, but banchan is crispy chicken. It's fantastic. You just there's a couple different flavors. One of them is hot, one of them is soy, and one of them is there's something else. There's like a third flavor or type of chicken. You know, it's funny. My wife actually had banchan today. Um, I will be having banchan probably on Saturday because I haven't had it in a while. Um, hi, taste tester number two.
So that a brand?
Number 2.
Taste testing. Excuse me. Bonchon is a It is a. It's like it. I guess it is a brand, but it's like KFC or Popeyes or whatever. But they're much smaller. They're obviously not nationally known, but they are. Yeah. Mm.
Well, Dash,
Anyway, but there's a couple. There's a few different Bonchon spots in my area, so
you gonna end up working St. Patrick's Day this year, huh?
me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it on Sunday this
Yep.
year?
I might actually wear green just cause. I have a green and white shirt. I might just wear it.
I've already got my concoction. I'm gonna do the that V8 mango peach and peach crown and green
Peach crown? Oh yeah.
peach crown,
Man. Yeah.
and green food coloring just to.
Have you had the blueberry crown or blackberry crown?
I have not had the blackberry yet. Everybody keeps talking about it.
I have a bag sitting. Here it is. I killed mine. It took a day.
Everybody says it's great.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
They also say it's dangerous.
When you're a professional, is it really dangerous?
Well, look, the 131, I end up taking a leak in the clothes hamper if I go too deep. So.
Wow.
Well, it's right next to it. That's as close as I can get. So.
Quentin says, "Is that Korean chicken?" Yes, it is. Bonchon is fantastic. It really is good. He says he's had it. It's my absolute favorite.
No, Russ.
Taste testing number 2.
Computer I edit on.
Quentin said, "What's up?" What'd you say? He says hello. Quentin, we went and had wings with Quentin. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you still wrestling?
Is he still wrestling? No, the wrestling season is done.
It's not wrestling though.
It's wrestling. Wrestling.
I actually said that correctly.
You really did say it correctly. I wasn't going there because you said wrestling.
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 For everybody who don't know what Bonchon is, because it's not in the South. It's not in North Carolina. And the reason it's not in North Carolina because Baltimore is not in the South.
Baltimore is in the South.
It's not in the South.
Bro. Yes, it is. Geographically, it is in the South. So, time out. My man Todd says like hip hop chicken or Danny Woks. I don't know about Danny Woks, but hip hop is a thing. If you don't know about hip hop chicken, Quentin, do you know about hip hop? Let's see how entrenched Quentin got while he was in the area. Russ said Bonchon is so hot, but you can't stop eating it. I agree. Bonchon will have you like. And then you can get another piece and go eat it. Yo, it's so hot and so good at the same damn time. Quentin says, I've seen the places, never had it though. He don't know what he's missing. I feel like Quentin is about to flip the script. Hello, Quentin.
I've seen that background before, though.
We have. And I have it like set because as soon as he changed the background, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna delete him.
I'm not doing anything like that, Dash. Come on, brother.
I know you're tight, dog.
You literally would do it. You literally would do that.
Dash got his finger on the button.
Mhm.
I would never do such a thing.
And I love the fact that you got a real fancy looking car in the hood.
That's not that fancy. It's S2000.
Yeah, that's my car that I drove when I was in the military. The military burner.
Don said, "Y'all making me hungry. I'm off to dinner. Have a good evening." Well, it's only what
Supper.
7 o'clock over there. 7:30.
Supper.
Dinner. Dinner. Them's fighting words saying something is supper.
Supper.
Bruh. When I say, I'll be like, ooh, never going there again. Mhm. What happened?
Because he
couldn't
couldn't get that right background ready. And you threatened to take him off. So.
All right, let me kick him again because it said it was a problem with his connection. I'm sorry, I'm eating pretzels. Good night, Don. The rest says.
Good night.
I feel like I need to mute my mic while I'm, pretzel pieces.
Well, y'all hold y'all conversation. I got to reload. So, yeah, I got about 20 minutes and then I'm going to have to jump off. So, give me a minute.
Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
You've been killing the game lately, man. When we gonna see some oyster videos from you? Since you were inspired by my oyster video. When I'm gonna see an oyster video?
I was too busy eating the oysters to video the oysters.
So,
yeah.
So those of you guys, it's one of those things where there are a few people who I talk to on YouTube and off YouTube. And Jimmy is one of those people who I talk to off of YouTube. And Jimmy called me up and he says, well, the missus, she saw your video and she said, when are we getting oysters? So I had to send down to Myrtle Beach and we got some oysters. And he said he had a whole bushel of oysters.
Yeah, I had 2 clothes baskets full of oysters.
Man.
Yeah.
He said he had himself a good time.
Ooh, the large size bottle of hot sauce and the saltine crackers. We were on.
Now I will admit I've never had oysters on saltines.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy, I'm telling you now. This summer I'm coming down to see you again, and we're gonna hang out for at least a day.
All right.
Cause
we need to do like a Saturday when we can go to the track and maybe see if we can scrape up a car or something.
Listen, I want to run the ID4 and see what it runs in the corner, but I gotta charge it to 100%.
We can do that.
We
can do that all day.
I'm ready. I am so ready.
We can do the 8th on a prep track.
Ooh.
Yep.
On my street tires.
Yeah, on your street tires.
Bro, I will do it. Let's see. Russ says Jimmy, I'm gonna try that tender recipe you guys marinating pickle juice, jalapeno juice, etc. Yo, if you have never marinated chicken in pickle juice, you are doing yourself a disservice. Pickle juice and some chicken tenderloins, fantastic.
Yeah, the flaming hot Cheeto tenders went pretty well, and that was marinated in that Italian dressing over.
Oh yeah. And Quentin has been trying to get me to do a video on Italian dressing for a while. I might have to do it.
It's good stuff.
It is good. When I was a kid, my mom used to make chicken in Italian dressing almost
Oh,
weekly.
yeah, we grew up with it too. Yep. Well, hey, um, I'm
What is
trying to keep
Quentin
it
doing?
current.
I don't know. He keep popping on and then dropping off. It's all right. No,
You guys do that, Marlon?
Do that. What's that? I'm sorry.
We were talking about marinated chicken in Italian dressing.
My wife has done chicken like that. Um, I don't think we've done any. Quentin, you ain't fooling me no more. Whatever. My wife has done chicken like that before. I don't think she's. You done any other chicken like that? Any other meat like that? Italian dressing. No. Okay. So it's literally just been the chicken that she's done that with.
Yeah.
I used to do my broccoli in Italian dressing too. It was really good. I used to do broccoli in
Hmm.
Italian dressing. Yeah,
Does he bake it or does he do it on stove?
bake,
Do you bake it or you do it on
bake.
stovetop?
I can hear her bake.
No, she was that loud. Sorry.
It's all right.
Shocked you're still awake. Forgive me.
My eye is itching all of a sudden, Marlon.
Yeah. Your eye always itch after I say something. It's
It's not
amazing.
just you. It be you. It be Quentin. It be Chachi. Mm.
Do you eat oysters on the crackers?
So Jimmy does. I eat oysters right out the shell. Um, so man, and I have a whole bunch of cocktail sauce in the refrigerator, and I'm like, man, I need to get some more oysters because I need to get rid of this cocktail sauce.
Yeah, you did start the oysters. You started that. Because, of course, that's not the first thing you started either. The bougie ice, you started that. That was, you
And the
keep getting
fly
them in your
swatter was
pocket.
first. The fly
Yeah,
swatter was first.
yeah, that's right. It's still in there. It's still in there. You'll hear it pop.
Listen, my wife, she took down the fly swatter because it doesn't work because it's been sitting on a charger, so it doesn't work very well anymore. And my bougie ice machine is not working very well either, so I
You
have to
know,
take it
You know what? I have
apart.
not heard that in a while.
I have to take it apart again and try to get it restarted.
yeah, did you have to pull all the lines off?
Yep, I've done
Mine
that.
had, mine had, it almost looked like the lines were packed with sand.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
uh, I did pretty much what I could. And I had it back to where it would make ice, but it would stop. It would make a
Yep.
few cubes and it would stop. And so I gave it to my son-in-law and I bought the 2.0. And
Oh,
oh, it's a lot different machine. It's
really?
yeah, yeah, I really like it. So
Damn it,
I'm
Jimmy!
gonna
Now
have
you spending my money.
well,
I'm
it
gonna have
makes
to go and find a way to fix this dishwasher downstairs that's all of a sudden not filling up. Because at one point I was thinking that the floater inside was stuck, and then come to the realization there is no floater inside the dishwasher. So I'm
Think you
gonna
could
have
use
to
a
go.
carburetor or something?
No, I think the next thing is there's a unit underneath the dishwasher, but my wife has redone the kitchen floor, so I have to find a way to remove that flooring to get underneath the dishwasher to get to that unit.
So you should be able to pull your dishwasher out. You might
I
just have
can't.
to.
That flooring is above the wheels, so to say, of the dishwasher.
Oh.
well, you haven't replaced your countertops. You can, you
Better,
can pull the countertops out.
No, we
better.
literally replaced the countertop. We literally got a brand new countertop.
Oh, did you?
So
Oh
that's out.
well.
Ooh, no. You talking about sleeping with one eye open. No. Ooh. Woo.
Dave says, "Yeah, we just eat them out the shell. We're talking about the oysters."
Mm.
Yeah.
Look, Russ says YouTube is the research vessel for that stuff. I was going to comment and say something about YouTube University, but I was like, nah, I'll let
YouTube,
who's going to
YouTube
tell him?
University.
Who's going to
Nope,
tell him? Okay.
YouTube University.
KB, what's up, man? He says, greetings, gentlemen. And
Hey,
Dash,
KB.
where is Laura tonight? Because I've yawned once. I'm not even going to lie and say that I didn't yawn. I yawned once. Where's Laura?
Oh, you calling her up?
You know she's gonna light you up tonight.
All right. Let me see.
I muted myself so I could, partake in some of my pretzels here, and then I started talking. As soon as I talk about her, now she's gonna pop in here, and as soon as she's like, "Hey," I'm be like,
Let's see. If I do that, usually she'll pop in. We'll see. It was about that time you fuss about calling her up. There you go.
and I'd be like, "Laura's here? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry."
My favorite Canuck.
That sleep hits you literally out of nowhere. It has no warning. It just okay. I'm sorry. I just have to say this.
Yo,
Never mind.
Quentin
There
just
you
stole
go.
the
Old
show.
school.
Yep. That's
Is that a
Kiki
Marine
DJ.
uniform?
You damn right it is.
Listen, I'm not in the military, never been in the military. Do not come for me, okay?
Quentin, did you go to the
My
island?
apologies. My apologies.
Hmm.
But you damn right it is.
Quentin, I have always picked on you on a lot of things. Peloton Junior, kayaking, everything else. I have never thought I would see a picture of you and think Major Payne Jr.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Wow.
It is literally the first thing that I thought of when you put that picture up.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure my phone is newer than anything he ever had, though.
I would hope that was.
Wow. Yo, he came pretty hard with that one. My man called you Major Payne.
Junior.
I'll take that.
Oh my God. Get out my
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Molly, where's your grand piano? You slumming it tonight. I forgot. I can set it up.
But I want to ask Marlon, what are you doing for your birthday?
I'm sorry, what's the question?
What are you doing for your birthday?
To make an announcement.
Uh-oh.
I ain't setting up Jack. That's my wife's job.
Oh, very well. Oh, she's right there too. Hope she heard that.
Exactly, right?
I see what you did.
Mm-mm.
You can get that all you want to.
She said McDonald?
I wish I would eat a fish fillet on my birthday.
That's funny.
The double fish fillet with cheese, yo, it slaps. Don't sleep on a double fish fillet though.
That mayo sauce.
Good night, baby. I love you. Hey, Grumpus?
Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, dang. Hey, Dash, Jimmy, Quentin, Marlon.
Where you been?
Oh, that's hilarious.
I don't even know how to take that, actually.
Oh, that's hilarious. I see you, Dash.
What'd I do?
I see you. That's
what?
good.
What happened?
No. So don't back up with the smile like you ain't did nothing. I see you.
I'm eating pretzels, dog. Look, I'm trying to make sure I can I remember them in the kitchen.
Captain, I literally looked at the dishwasher and something is definitely wrong. I do see your point. I see your point, but I did check the dishwasher myself. And the dishwasher we have is like 3 years
Oh,
old at the most, and it's something like that. So it's not even really old.
Dang, 3 years and Target giving me problems? Dang.
I put it in, so that's not
Well, very well. Yeah, that makes sense.
listen,
that's it's not crazy to think that way.
I think I've installed 2 dishwashers, maybe 3 in my house.
I
It's
put in
not.
a dishwasher, disposal, a new faucet. Um, sometime in the future, I'm gonna have to put in a new toilet. Nothing wrong with
Bruh.
the other toilet. It's the fact that she wants a new toilet.
You gotta
Um,
get the handicap height ones. Telling you, that's where it's at. So
are you talking about toilets?
yeah, there's a handicap height, bruh. At, just thank me later. So I've replaced both toilets in the house. I've replaced toilets at my mom's house. I did every appliance in the kitchen. Only thing I did not do in my kitchen was the well, technically we did the flooring before, but I just had the flooring redone in the kitchen. But I did not do the countertops. I did everything else in the kitchen. Um, Drywall, refrigerator installed. Did 2 refrigerators. I've done 2 or 3 stoves, 2 microwaves, 2 dishwashers. I mean, I've been. This kitchen has been primarily the way that it's been for almost 18 years now, or excuse me, almost 17 years now. And we've gone through appliances over time. Look at that
What's
Alaska plate WRX.
Major Payne Jr.
Oh, you just saw that? That's what he was talking about when he was like, "Oh, I see you. I see you. I see what you did."
what's with the drywall?
What do you mean? What's with the drywall?
Why'd you have to replace or do anything with the drywall?
Our kitchen had drop ceilings in it and horsehair plaster walls. So my wife, when she was pregnant with taste tester number 2, actually, um, she was in there one day and she just pulled it down. And when I went to work and I came home and there was just a mess on the floor and I'm like, what the hell? She's like, we got to do the kitchen, and that's what started the kitchen remodel. Mm-hmm.
Yo, this is Daddy Dash.
Hey yo.
I look at a lot of your old videos.
Yeah.
Like you would be everybody on the face of the planet's next door neighbor.
Yeah. I feel like the video. Oh, the video last week of me moving that pinball machine.
Mm.
If you look at the beginning when I'm like we're on our favorite trip, I waved to one of my neighbors as I was filming that clip because I'm like I'm about to get in the car and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I am that
Grumpus.
guy.
Grumpus, I am on my 3rd dishwasher. Not sure why. Lord knows it doesn't get you talking. Grumpus, no. we're not going there with you today.
You know, Grumpus, that's code for his 3rd wife, probably.
I know. Just not going to help you with this.
There you go.
No. Captain, I don't know what that means. Oof, that's horsehair crap.
I was talking about the horsehair plaster.
Oh,
So you, I can tell you've never lived in a house old enough to know what horsehair plaster is.
mm-mm.
That was a precursor to drywall, to like gypsum drywall.
It's a mess, I can tell you that.
Oh, bro, it's heavy as hell,
Uh-huh.
and those slats and mm-mm.
Yep.
Oh, look. I've had a dishwasher, but she turns 18 in October. I wonder if I can turn her back a couple of. No, no, not at all.
Doesn't work.
Mm-mm.
Is it still running? Just curious. Is it 18 years?
He's talking about his daughter, Marlon. Jacqueline will be
Oh,
18
I
this
have a
year.
dishwasher, but she's turning 18 in October.
His daughter.
Oh, jeez. Louis. Oh, dude. Dude.
I tried. I tried to.
Dude.
Was that a cigar you lit, Marlon?
I know what kind of cigar you got. Oh my god!
Wow.
I tried. I tried to ease him into it. Like he doesn't. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. And I'm like,
Wow.
what are you talking about his daughter? Like on the sly. I'm like, Marlon. He's talking about Jacqueline. He's talking about Jacqueline.
Yeah.
He
You're
didn't get
right,
it.
Ruffles. Root. Yep. Yep. Yep.
He said pedal faster.
Wow. I'm gonna
Hold
blame
on,
it.
Jimmy.
I'm gonna
Ask
blame
him
it on
again.
Bud Light, so don't worry about it. Blame it on Bud Light.
Bud Light. Oh wow. Mm,
Marlon, was that a good cigar or is that a re-roll?
mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a real one. Cheap one. It's a real one.
Mm.
Um, why
Hey, look,
did you?
Marlon. Somebody gave me. It says Nika Pustica. So I helped somebody at the range. It says Adobe. I helped somebody at the range a couple. Actually, I think it was last week, and I was saying something, and he was talking about how. So it says Adobe Robusto. But he was talking about how he was gonna smoke a cigar, yada yada. I'm like, you got any extras? I don't smoke cigars like that, but I'm holding on to this cigar so that I can smoke it when I get the van and running 100% again.
Um, I've never heard of the brand, but that's not a big deal. Be honest with you, because
Mm-hmm.
I've just discovered, because I'm slow as all get out, that there are some cigar shops that can order their own brand.
Right. Yep.
So I've never heard.
Yeah, funny you should say that, Dash. Last week I had a guy give me two. I don't know whether they're. You tell me, Marlon.
That's pretty funny.
This one is a flathead.
Mm.
See if I can.
Move it closer to the
Oh yeah,
camera.
that's a CAO flathead. Um that's full body. Um
And this is in a tube.
block.
This is a.
So that is square. If you look at it instead of round. Um
Tabak.
Holy cow!
is that
TABAK. Especial. Drew Estates is what it says.
Druid Estates is medium to full, mostly medium. Well,
Yeah.
Druid Estates is more light to full, to be honest with you. But
This almost
um,
has a caramel smell to it.
yeah, and It has a more sweet, subtle taste
Yeah.
at the end. If you are an inhaler of it and blow it out, you'll get a subtle sweetness on the back of your palate
Yeah.
than any other cigar compared to
That's
something
I,
that's more peppery, so to speak.
yeah. I bet it's been 10 years since
Um,
I've had a cigar.
yeah, when you get something that has a sweet smell to it, it's more like a coffee in the morning type smoke. It's not something that you want to do at night. It's definitely not anything that you want to do with any type of liquor at all.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like sweetness and liquor is not gonna mix at all.
That's a no-no.
Who knew? Dog,
See?
that's what Marlon is good for.
Yeah,
There you
He's
go.
the cigar aficionado.
I, I've been doing it for 19 years now. So yeah, if you want a anything, first of all, the first thing that you have to do if you want to
First of all,
start
you have my
smoking,
address. Second of all, go ahead, continue.
do I have your address? Have your
You got
phone
my
number.
phone number, which means you have access to my address.
I don't know what that logic is, but okay. Why would I have your phone number give you your address? Have your PO box? Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, look, you can send stuff to the PO box too, but I'm just, I'm, I'm a
Do
novice
that
when it
box
comes
spray.
to
I don't do
cigars.
that box spray that you gonna send me, so I don't know if that was on there anyway. But if there are morning, afternoon, and evening smokes, if you're doing something that's has a sweet palate at the end, then that's coffee, tea, relaxed. That's what it is.
So would
Literally, the
that be
first
like a
thing that I would
dessert
ever tell
cigar?
there is a dessert cigar. The first thing I would tell anybody off the bat before you even start smoking is what can you handle? Because there's mild, um, medium to full, and full. If you, mild, and I pick on my brother-in-law because he only does mild. Mild is the equivalent of smoking air to me. But there are people who basically that's their thing. You get a little more flavor, but it's really light. It's not going to bother you. It's not even going to irritate you. It's that thing, but you will get a lot more flavor. Medium is above mild. Duh. Medium is above mild. You're muted. Oh, okay. Sorry. Medium is above mild. You'll get a little more flavor and a little more pungent taste to it, but it still may be your lane. Full is the equivalent of the same thing. It's more than medium, again, duh, but it still may be your lane.
So I feel like we need Bumpy to join in on this too, because Bumpy is also, in my opinion, a cigar aficionado.
Yeah.
But Lou Calamatis, I just wanted to say what's up. I was talking to TSS number two, so I knew I was muted. He asked me a question, and I had to help him out. But Lou says he just got in from Great Wolf Lodge. Which Great Wolf Lodge were you at, Lou? Hmm. All
Um,
right, because I feel like there's a plethora of Great Wolf Lodges, and if you tell me
yeah.
that you were in the Great Wolf Lodge in Maryland, I'm gonna punch your throat because you was right up the street and you ain't even let me know.
We have one close to us. I sent my granddaughter there one time and she had a ball.
But oh no, I'm thinking of Massanutten because there's also Massanutten, but Massanutten is closer to me. But Massanutten is still 2.5 hours away from me, but it's in Virginia.
Grumpus.
Quinn, please pick a picture and stick to it, dude. Because really, man, like
That's a brisket. I
Let me
mean, I'm
live.
not even mad at the brisket though.
Let me live. It's a brisket. My first and only brisket I ever did. Let me live.
see, my wife would say, "Let it be great."
Mm-hmm. All right, so he says he was in Pennsylvania. He says he wants to go to the new one in Maryland. Yeah, man. Yeah, you do. Yo, Grumpus got jokes. He coming from the gate with the
That is
jokes.
hilarious.
that is because I was gonna comment on the fact that Quentin's brisket is fat side down, and I'm like, bro, that's the wrong way. That's wrong.
Who does fat side down?
He does. You see the picture. There's evidence right there. You see the picture.
Oh,
That's fat side down.
That's
bro.
Mm-mm.
If you think I'm gonna sit there and babysit a grill for that long because you put the fat side down, forget it.
What up, Charles? How you doing this evening?
You have flame ups. You got them.
No, so it's
So
not
you're
a hard.
smoking, right?
Yeah,
Now also keep in mind,
there's a
Dash
diverter
gave me
plate
pointers on this.
and there's a pan there.
So this is Dash's fault also. So don't let him fool you.
My
fault? Don't make the eyes, brother. Don't make the eyes. You were involved in this situation now. You saw the picture. I sent you the same picture.
I know.
Dash, let me ask you this question. Because I want to always ask you this question. And I don't think I get a chance to do it. So, it doesn't matter, fat side down, fat side up. What was your take again on the whole pan under X meat?
It's not about the pan under X meat. The water pan is a must-have in my opinion.
I agree.
So Quentin here, he and I don't know, can you can't see my mouse. You can just see this picture. So let me share my screen if I can. All right, so I'm going to present and we're going to share screen. I'm going to select the window, StreamYard. Okay. So you can that's let me try to
Dash works in IT everybody as well, so
I do, but
this is how it goes.
I mean, okay. So you can see my screen here. All right, so I'm looking at Quentin's brisket, and I can see this is the point end, and this is the flat end. Okay, he's got it awfully squared off here, and that's just the way he trimmed it. And I mean, it is what it is. But this is the decal of fat in between, and this is how I can tell this is fat side down. You guys, can you see my mouse here that I'm moving around? You see the pan underneath the brisket?
We don't see your mouse, brother.
No, you don't see the mouse.
So you can just see the screen, hopefully.
Yep.
All right. Well, but you can see the brisket on the screen. On the left side, so like the left lower side, you can see underneath. You see a bit of the ceramic. That is the diverter plate from the Big Green Egg. So that is the deflector, which is deflecting the heat up and around the brisket. So it's not direct heat. And then that water pan, so the aluminum pan that's underneath is the water pan. And when the brisket is cooking, if it didn't have the water pan, the fat from the brisket will drip on that ceramic plate, and it would like burn up and give you a burnt grease taste and smell. Quentin, would you agree? Like when you cook different things, and that burnt grease taste and smell is off-putting to me, and that was one of the reasons why I did not like cooking certain things on the Big Green Egg. But when I put the water pan, so I put a pan of aluminum foil pan underneath it, it was a game changer, and it definitely helped a lot.
And just to add on to what you were saying about the water pan, especially for the Big Green Egg, like my first time I wanted to use it was because when I was making ribs, the ribs there was juice leaking down onto that diverter plate, and it was like causing, I don't know, some type of steam reaction inside to where the actual temperature of the egg was rising. Like it was just it was set for like 230 or something whenever it landed on. I was like, okay, fine, just chill here. But like an hour later, you come back out there and like the temperature is like over 300. Like it was so extreme. I was like, what is going on?
It might have just been grease dripping down past the ceramic plate, getting down onto the coals.
Yeah.
No. Again, my deflector plate, there's no, it would have been impossible for that to happen because my plate was clean because I'm a freak to like to clean off my plate. So there was nothing that can drip down there to cause that much, steam or whatever.
It was just too much air getting in there, and it you just had it.
It was at 230 for over an hour before I put the ribs on. Again, this is why I went to the water pan.
Did you start off originally with water in that pan?
No,
there's nothing in the pan.
He didn't even have the pan in there originally. I won't say originally, but the first time. So Lou says, the water pan debate is live, folks. Can't go to sleep now.
When you put a water pan in your grill, you're sorry until you get used to this.
Yep.
You're gonna have to get really, really used to the temperature change.
Not necessarily. So one of the things that a lot of people don't understand, I won't say understand, but don't realize is the water will help keep the temperature down.
Yes.
The water has a boiling point of 212 degrees. The water acts as a heat sink, and it will add moisture to the air, and that moisture will not allow that grill to run away because it is actively cool. It is sweating inside of the grill. You sweat and you release moisture from your skin to cool yourself down. That is the same thing that's happening inside of your cooker with the water boiling because it's over 212 degrees. It literally cools down the cooking chamber while cooking.
Well, Quentin, the only thing I can think to is to say your egg sucks. I don't know what else to tell you.
That was.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So Grumpus says rule of thumb is fat towards the heat. I don't subscribe to that. Good night. First thing in the morning, alarm.
First thing in the morning now.
No. I'm talking to Taste Hustle number 2. He has to get up early, and he's going on a college visit tomorrow. So he's got to get up.
Snap, we out here.
Yeah, he's almost out there. So talk to Alexa and tell her to set an alarm for you. All right. So Grumpus says rule of thumb is fat towards heat. Yeah, I don't subscribe to that.
I do.
I like to put the heat on top so that when it renders the heat, that fat renders down around that meat.
So for me, like that fat, I'm just gonna cut it off anyway. Like I don't even eat that. So to me, like it didn't even matter. That's my point. Like to me, I don't see the purpose of it.
When I do pulled pork, I'm probably the only person who, when it comes to pulled pork, I actually trim a bunch of fat. There is no so-called fat cap on my pulled pork because it's like I know beyond a shadow of a doubt once I finish cooking it, I'm taking all of this off. So why would I sit here and waste my time sitting here having it on there?
I'm with you.
It's a flavor thing, and it's a protector against that heat. And
if I'm smoking,
yeah,
it's not doing a lot.
I mean, what temperature are you smoking your pork shoulder at?
250.
Yes.
500.
What are you cooking at, Quentin?
Just like
500 every time. Turbo.
500 on a pulled pork?
500 every time.
And it comes out tender.
He's messing with
you. I've won
tomorrow.
Competitions all up and down Texas. 500 every time.
He's messing with you.
Never mind. Right. He's winning competitions in Texas. Yeah. No.
So Grumpus says, hold on one second. So Grumpus says, in this case, I think the dome side will be hottest. Not necessarily, Grumpus, because there's radiant heat from that diverter plate that's coming up from the bottom. But you are right. The heat that radiates out and under that plate hits the dome, and the convection, and then it, comes down and hits the top or the from the dome side, radiates down into whatever meat you're cooking.
This is a better picture of showing like the actual water pan situation. You can just see.
Oh yeah, you can see the. So let's see here if I can make.
And Lou, to answer your question, when I was before I used a water pan, again, like the ribs, it just got way too hot for no reason inside the egg. I had no idea what was going on, and just doing some research, people were like, "Yeah, water pan, water pan." I'm like, I'm not gonna go buy something else for the damn green egg, of course. I was like, all right, let me give it a try. So I went out and bought the really expensive one for green egg and put water in it, put the ribs on and let them go. And the temp never rose. But if you're looking at water pan, you could still see the drippings that would have dropped down on the diverter plate that would have caused my same issue. That steaming, it seems like, issue inside there. So that's why I subscribed every time now. Like I use the egg for anything that's smoking wise under 300 degrees. There's a water pan in there for me every time.
Charles the Barber, can you say the same thing about the pellet grill? If
No.
you got an actual good pellet grill, no, because the pellet grill is literally the oven.
Yep, it's a convection oven.
It is going to generate just enough heat, and it's going to adjust itself to whatever heat that you set it on. So if you set it at 250, you set it at 300, it will cut off, shut on, whatever to stay.
So it's funny you say that, Charles, because the video, there's a link that I just posted, and that link is the video that's going live tomorrow. I cooked some chicken thighs in that video. And when I say I basically air fried those chicken thighs, and when I cook chicken wings, I'll cook chicken wings the same exact way, where I cook them, I won't say lower and slower, but I cook them at a lower temperature. Then I bump up and ramp up the temperature to the point where the convection inside of the grill, inside of the trigger that I have, will dry out the skin. And that's one of those things where a lot of people are like, how do you get crispy skin on your chicken? It's heat, it's high heat. And it's high heat and a combination of the convection because of that fan inside of that cooker. And it's the best way that I found to cook chicken on a grill, if per se. I cook it lower to get it cooked, get it done. So I'm almost parboiling it by cooking it at a lower temperature. So almost like a reverse sear, not a reverse sear, but just like cooking it at a low temperature to get the doneness right, and then I turn the heat up and then let it dry out. So yeah. Wait. So I'm trying to catch up. Greasing coals heat without burning. Yeah, probably. Russ says he uses a water pan. He's a convert. Charles says, and will it hurt the bark? Only thing that's gonna hurt your bark, honestly, is gonna be wrapping things up. So wrapping up your brisket, putting it in an aluminum pan or anything like that. Because then you start to braise your meat more or less because it's wrapped up and it's confined. All of those that moisture is confined. But if you use a water pan inside of your cooker, it's not going to take away from the bark of, let's say, your brisket or your beef ribs or your pulled pork.
Once I do a pulled pork, I literally cook it all the way into the barks per se is already set. But I literally have never cooked a pulled pork all the way through on a smoker. Once the bark is set and everything else, I wind up just transferring it to the oven and cook it from that point on. The wrapping and everything is true. I do that to keep the temperature in to make it tender and everything else, but to also realize this is how dark I want the bark to be, and I don't want to go any further. So the rest of the cook winds up being in the oven.
Once you get the smoke on it, all you gotta do is finish cooking it. All right, so
Yeah.
Mrs. Overbart says, anyone have an update on that fire in the Texas Panhandle and whether beef prices are going higher? Should we fill the freezers with beef for the summer from now? So it's one of those things I feel like, Bart. Um, People going to fearmonger and, oh, we had this thing so we can raise the price for that thing. Um, Gasoline and, well, fuel is one of those things that happens even when it's something that has nothing to do with the price of tea in China or anything like that. It's just one of those things where they say, oh, we had an event. Yep, this is 50 cents. We're going to raise it 50 cents. Does it actually need to be raised 50 cents? Probably not. But look, they're gonna take advantage and raise the price on everything just because, in my opinion. So
I can't see anything such as the fires casting um, any issue on price. Well, I'm just gonna be honest. Any issue on price gouging. We've already been through this with tissue paper. We've already been through this with people with gas who's
well,
putting
that was
gas.
supply and demand because everybody ran out and
No,
and brought a
but
bunch
but
of.
but what I'm saying is that's what's causing the supply and demand is that people panic and
Yeah,
they go
panic
out of
buying.
their way to go get whatever they deem is going to run out, and that's the supply and demand that runs out when you come to the realization. If you want to think back to the beginning of the issue that we had, it was tissue paper.
I'll say pandemic. You can say pandemic, Marlon. It's okay.
Okay, when we had the issue with the pandemic, the first issue that it had was tissue paper. Do you realize it wasn't an issue because the issue was when you start selling those same overpriced tissue toilet paper that you was having on eBay and all this other stuff, it wasn't an issue. They put the situation out that there may be an issue, and then they go out there. No, it wasn't an issue.
But
Get the
it's one of
same
those
stuff that
things
you
where,
always get.
so I live in an area where when it snows, it's always the same thing.
Yeah.
When it snows, people buy toilet paper, milk, bread, and eggs. And there's always a run on those four things, among other things. But it's like,
Yeah.
if you have those things, I won't say in abundance, but if you have those things in general ahead of a storm, then there's no need. But the problem is not enough people are prepared, in my opinion. And when the news says we're expecting a storm of 3 to 6 inches. Okay. Now, is that going to cripple everything? No. But those people who have procrastinated and not gotten the things that they need, they are like, I gotta go get this because I don't have it. And then
Mhm.
other people were like, oh wow, the stores are getting low with these things. I gotta go buy extra. And that's
Mhm.
what causes the problem. But so hold on, let's get back to Charles here. He says, so Charles is asking, he says, I'm talking about using a water pan in a pellet grill. You need to bump up the heat. Not necessarily.
No.
So I use water pans. I have two small water pans that I use in the Traeger when I'm doing bigger cuts. I have not found that the temperature will drop lower because that controller will do what it needs to do to keep the temperature where it needs to be.
Mhm.
Only thing that the moisture is doing, or that the water pan is doing in the cooker, is adding moisture to the air. The PID is smart enough to to compensate for that. Versus if I'm using Vicky, the vertical smoker, I have water pan in there. That fire is going to, the temperature is not going to run away from me because that water is going to boil and keep the temperatures lower. So even though it's like six in one hand, half a dozen in the other, it's more like trying to compare an apple to an orange because that PID is going to do what's necessary to get the temperature where it needs to be. And again, in my opinion, in my experience, look, Russ.
It may just be
Come on.
me, but there you
Nah,
go.
it was. All
It
right.
wasn't
So
just you.
Charles says when you use a pellet, should you put your meat on the top rack because the bottom rack because wait because at the bottom rack it might burn the bottom. No. Um,
With
I
my
found
experience has been that you're thinking of a Charles, you're thinking
something
of a
direct.
regular grill, a
The
regular
pellet
smoker.
is not as direct heat.
Yeah, your smoke is coming, and I'm thinking of a conventional pellet smoker. Your smoker, your smoke, your heat, your everything is coming from the side, converting around and going out. There is nothing to there's nothing to burn. Everybody that has a pellet smoker. Think about your pellet smoker as an oven. If
But it
you
also depends on the way that the heat is diverted around that plate
Yeah,
or those plates in the specific cooker. Because Jimmy's cooker is different from mine
yep,
as far as the diversion of the heat.
Yeah, that
Um,
pit
yeah.
boss is in the center. All the heat comes up from the center at the bottom. I've added one of those heat diverters though, that that actually shoots the heat as it comes up out of the burner chamber to each side, and that evened the heat out a lot. There was a hot spot in the center of that pit boss when I first got it.
Um, think about it like this. I am going to get a flat
This thing's
top
slow.
grill sometime this summer, and I've already done enough research to realize when you get a flat top grill, there is literally going to be a hot spot. You can't do jack about it.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's going to be a part of that flat top grill that's going to be
griddle,
hotter
griddle,
griddle. What did I
yeah,
say? What did I
grill.
say? Griddle?
That
Yeah.
what Quentin is showing is a grill, a
Okay.
Still
griddle,
green egg,
the
bro.
flat top.
Okay.
Green
Griddle
egg.
for the sophisticated people. The
Hold
flat top griddle
on, let me
Come on,
button this
that's
everybody.
top button.
that literally is going to be hotter than all the rest of it. It's just it is what it is. Um, I know everybody's so used to the set it and forget it mode of doing things. It's not real. You're going to have to monitor
Gotta work at
what
it.
you're doing
Yeah,
on whatever it is. You're smoking, you're grilling, you're grittling. For the sophisticated people, you're grittling. You're going to have to monitor what you're doing. You're going to have to learn what it is that you're cooking on. So you can't set it and forget it. You're going to have to figure out how, whatever it is your mechanism of grilling on, you're going to have to figure out how it is and monitor it as is.
that's no different than cooking on the grill, man. You won't have a hot spot. I mean,
Yeah.
but it depends on how big the griddle is. If you have a two burner or like an H pattern on it, or a three burner or four burner or five burner, depending on how big that griddle is, there are going to be some hot spots and some cool spots. But the good thing about the griddle is you have a dial where you can turn it up or turn it down. So just because there is a hot area doesn't mean it
that's
has
true.
to be a hot area. You can turn it down and have, so let's say you have four burners you can have one burner being off or on low so that when things are hot over here on the left, you can slide to the right and you have a cooler zone. Let's not say a cool zone, but a cooler zone. And you can kind of catch up. And the things that need to be cooked a little longer, you move them back to the hotter area and vice versa. It's just like a grill,
You
like
said
you see
crisscross right there. You messed it up.
what?
You should have said crisscross when you. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, warm it up, Chris.
I literally was gonna quit. I literally was gonna let it go when he said it.
So,
I couldn't.
but
I was waiting for it.
I was gonna let it go,
So-
but I get what you say.
what you see here, Quentin has, a straight fire, right? So he's gotten, I won't say no area for a cool zone, but in the Big Green Egg, the way it's set up and the way I guess it's meant to be set up, there really isn't, area for a cool zone. But on that griddle, you can have a cool side and you can have a warmer side where you can warm it up, because I'm about to, definitely. All right, so let's see. So Charles is asking more about the steam. The steam is not going to be the thing that's going to cook your food. The steam is going to.
Are we talking about a smoker or a?
He's
pellet?
talking about in the pellet grill.
Okay.
It seemed like it was a continuation. So he says, when you use the pellet grill, should you put your meat on the top rack because of the bottom rack? It might burn the bottom because of the steam. The steam is not going to burn anything because the steam is only heated to, let's say, 220 degrees or so. Again, the water boils at 212, so steam is going to be happening at that temperature. The ambient air temperature in your cooker is probably going to be higher, warmer than that steam temperature, because you have steam is just, it boils at a lower temperature.
Dash, let me ask you this question.
Yep.
Since you have both, and you can be honest, and you're going to anger some people here, and you're going to lose a couple followers, but it's okay.
I lose followers every day, B.
Hey, that's what we do. We outside. So,
We do.
in your opinion, which type of, what do you want to call it, grill, cooker, whatever, do you think gives a better smoke flavor? A pellet grill?
So a wood burning cooker is going to give you the best smoke flavor. Period.
I see people leaving the chat and jumping off cliffs.
No, it is true. It is true. It is true because the wood burning cooker is going to give you the best smoke flavor. But the thing is, so you have smoke flavor here, effort here, right?
But wait. I kind of argue your effort thing because if you yourself would be the key to this, I know you have way more experience than your average, backyard dad barbecue.
Yeah.
No level of effort going into, putting something on Big Green Egg because it's just right there. Putting something on your XL Big Green Egg outside right now. How much effort would you put into that versus putting something on the pellet grill you have too? Like, is it that big of a gap where you're like,
yes?
No. Like I'm saying, like cooking, like
yes,
like a 12-hour cook.
Dog, I cook probably 10-1 on the pellet grill versus the Big Green Egg. I have to walk past the Big Green Egg to get to the pellet.
But okay, what do you? I'm saying like an actual long cook, not like a quick.
I'm not doing it on the Big Green Egg at all.
So you're going to pellet grill every time?
Not every time, but it depends on what it is I'm cooking. Because, like, so let's say I'm working, right? And I'm working and I'm multitasking.
Yep.
I gotta set it up to where I can just set it and forget it. The Big Green Egg is going to take some monitoring. Now, mind you, where I am sitting, I'm sitting right in my dining room. That's the window to where my grills are outside on the side of my house. So I can't see exactly the grills per se, but I can, if I run a thermometer and I'm like, okay, I crane my neck, I might be able to see some extra smoke or something like that. But I still have to get up and go out there to fiddle with the cooker. Versus the pellet, dog. As long as it has pellets and it doesn't jam, I'm there's no. I'm gonna say there's no issue. There's no problem.
But so your argument was you have to monitor the big green egg. So if you put a probe in
But it's
there.
not about monitoring the big green egg. It's
Oh,
about
I'm not a big green egg. It's just like a your average, you know,
the.
charcoal grill in general.
But see but again, it's not even monitoring the charcoal grill. You have to get it to the point where it's like it settles in. But
Right.
what's going to happen with the charcoal grill is the
Oh, I
temperature is going to either fluctuate and go up, or
see.
it's going to start dropping off as you exhaust that fuel. Same thing's going to happen in a wood burning cooker. Same thing is going to happen in a big green egg. The difference is the big green egg, the temperature will remain steady-ish for a longer period of time, where it might creep up 1 or 2 degrees in 15 or 20 minutes, and then it'll hit its max temp, and it might sit there for a while, but then it's going to start dropping off. On Charlotte, my Weber kettle, the temperature is going to sit where it's going to sit, and then it's going to start dropping off. In the pellet, oh, the pellet grill is smart enough to know where it needs to be, and it will compensate by adding fuel. It will compensate by turning up the fan or ramping up the fan. It'll compensate by doing all of those things. I don't have to do that. So the ease of cook is what puts it up here in my usage. Just I use it, like I said, probably 8 or 9 times to one time I'm using the big green egg, because it's just that much easier.
Well, I think the big green egg was a bad example because you don't like to use it for some reason. We're
It's
gonna talk
not that
about
I
that later.
don't like to use it. It's just
Well,
not the most convenient cooker for
well,
me.
you have
And
one of the biggest ones too, which is also not convenient.
yeah, but
You
it's
have
not
to,
even.
you really literally have to look at a pellet smoker as a oven. It's a smoker oven. That's really what it is. It
But Marlon,
handles
it's
its
it's not
own
even.
self.
It's not even just that, because I mean, if we want to get, I want to say, if we want to get technical, my wife's pellet grill is an outdoor oven. The pellet smoker is a cooker. It is an outdoor cooker, but it has some smoke flavor where the propane grill does not. Um, it's 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 semantics at this point, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
can
convenience
still
thing.
get a good smoke ring with a pellet smoker.
Oh man,
I cooked.
definitely.
Yeah, I cooked a beef roast last weekend and got a nice smoke ring on it.
So
But the and you know, uh, probably the two cookers I will never own, mostly because of price, is a big green egg and a Rectech. You know, now I'm cooking on a pit boss for a pellet smoker.
Reason. Yeah.
I don't need to spend that extra money for the Rectech just to say I have one, and there's 2 hours
I
down
won't
the
say
road.
Rectech. I'll say Traeger, because
Yeah,
a Traeger is more expensive than a Rectech.
and that uh, I got the pit boss at almost a 70% discount when I bought it. That's what got me into the pellet grill to start with. And now you can watch my videos. I use a pellet grill, you know, set it
Religiously.
and forget it. You know.
So I swear, and it's one of those things, and I've said this before. Um, you use your big green egg, Quentin, because that's what you have. I
well,
use my.
I mean, I could have other things, but like I prefer to like if I know I'm gonna go outside and make ribs, I'm outside making the rib. Like I'm just not. I don't want to just put the ribs
You
in the grill and just walk
prefer
away and then
to
like they're
use the
done like
big
4 hours
green egg
later.
because
It's
you
an
don't have
experience, right?
anything that's more convenient. I'm telling you.
I don't need that, bro. Like the convenience thing is, I understand what you're saying with the convenience thing. I get it. My thing is with the big green egg, especially making ribs. I've done like probably I don't know how many slabs I've done, but it's one of those things. Like it's an event when we make the ribs on a Big Green Egg. I know I
I
got to
get
go out
it.
there, put the charcoal in, light it. It's
Here's
gonna do all. It's do this thing for
I'm about
30
to
minutes
say
or whatever.
something, and it's gonna make a whole bunch of sense to everybody watching it. You have nothing else to do but cook those ribs.
Well, no, the games are on. I gotta get my
Yeah, but
fantasy
you can
league.
sit and
I
watch a
gotta get.
game while you are cooking those ribs. I
Yeah.
cannot be at two places at once. I already told you how much I have to do this Friday and Saturday alone. In order
Well,
for me
no,
to
you
be
had kids, not me. You had the kids. I didn't
but
make that.
but
I didn't do.
I'm just trying to tell you that that's all part of why the convenience is that much higher on my list of things that is important to me because I have other things going on. And I'm not trying to take anything away from what you don't have going on or the fact that you don't have kids yet. Don't don't misconstrue it. But I'm just trying to tell you that I have to multitask at a different level, on a different level. Now, if somebody is paying me to cook, then I give it my full undivided attention and I'm using one of my big cookers, typically because there's a bigger cook. But if it's just one single brisket, I'm going to cook that on the big on a Traeger
So you said
because
no. No, I heard you.
what?
But
No,
Dash, there's one small issue that we do have to address.
oh Lord.
Why are you arguing with somebody who right now is probably talking to you in their boxers?
I mean, I could get to my boxers too, but I mean,
Dude,
I'd
I
be
am
like,
wearing first of all, no, Dash, no, Marlon. First of all, I am wearing my Christmas pajamas, so
oh boy.
the hell with you,
Yo,
sir.
what?
You heard what the hell I said. I'm in my Christmas PJ because they comfortable and I'm still rocking them. I appreciate the gift.
Pooley's barbecue says nothing beats whole logs for smoke flavor. That is absolutely correct, and I can't
It's
take
true.
away, and I don't disagree. But
The
there are
deal
those of
is
us.
when you're talking about a pellet and wood, you can get the same result, kinda.
Oh,
Sorry, but
Grumper says effort equals flavor.
yeah,
Ah,
it
easy equals compromise flavor. Okay.
Wait, let me ask you a
yeah,
question.
you
How
can
long does the
get the
pellet grill
same
last?
result
You
on
gotta
your
refill it.
food, but I don't want you
I,
to think you're going to get the exact same amount.
so hold on, Quentin. Ask that question again.
How long does a pellet grill last? Like if you fill up the little, I guess whatever you fill it up, how
The
long
hopper.
the hopper? How long does that last? You got to go back out there and refill it.
I can
Hour.
definitely. So I can fill up the hopper, and the hopper I
Yeah,
have is probably a 20-pound hopper, and it'll like if I needed to let that thing go for 12 hours, slower and slower, I
yeah.
probably could easily.
I,
And a lot
I've
of the
nearly do
newer
first
cookers have 30 to 40-pound hoppers.
Yeah, I've got a 40-pound hopper, and I get 2 8-hour cooks out of it. So
It's impressive. I'm asking this question because I'm debating if I want to get a pellet grill or not.
You're
the
going.
deal,
I'm
the
so
listen,
deal
debating stuff. I'm
is
like, it's
even
cheating. It's cheating.
It's
if
not
you
Cheating.
the
cheating.
come,
deal
See,
is even if you're
Cheating.
doing that, what effort are you putting it in? Because all you're really doing is turning a bag.
Marlon, you're not helping the pellet grill cause.
You're really not, Marlon. You're actually
I'm
making
setting
it
us
No,
worse.
back.
I appreciate that.
I will tell you, if you would come cook on one of our pellet cookers once, you'd be sold.
Yeah, but
That's
the thing
all
with
it would
Jimmy, like
take.
the thing is, like I feel like I wouldn't be actually cooking. I would place, I would on my app on my phone. I would just say, "Hey, go to 400," and then once
Yes.
it's there, I get a bing. Hey, you're at 400. So I walk out there with my food, place it down, shut the thing, and go away. And
yeah.
it's when it's done, it's done. I'm like, that's not that. I want the actual grill experience still, right? I guess that's what
Yeah,
my point
Okay,
is.
I agree.
quit, and let me ask you this. Quit. Let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
Really? Because there's just one food, and there's some points where you want the grilling experience. It's not always going to meet in the middle. Sometimes you just want a meal that has a smoked flavor to it, and then there's some when you want to put in the effort. It's not always going to be the same time.
But okay, Marlon,
It's
to answer your question,
not.
the thing is,
You want to
I
get the
have.
smoke flavor in it and roll with it, and then there's times when you want to get out there and with your
Be
little
out there.
poker and turn the wood over and everything else. But Sometimes you just want to like, hey, you know what?
I'm trying to make some ribs real quick,
But
and they
see, I'm
gonna run
not
the
though.
pellet.
Hey,
But that's the thing. I'm not. Like, I
But
need my ribs. I need my ribs to be out there for 4.5, 5 hours. The
nah,
way I make them. I need
and
to be
I
out there.
agree.
And my,
But
my mind, like if I wanted fast ribs, I can use my freaking my ninja to make those faster. If I wanted, but I don't
so
want. I want them on my big green egg. I
I'm
want.
telling you, Marlon is I'm not Marlon. Quentin. It's just gonna come with I won't say with age, but with experience, and you cooking more cooks
Dude, we're like
because
3 years apart. I don't think in 3 years I'm like, you know what? Let me get this pellet grill just to speed this process up. I'm sick of this.
it's one of those things where you ever get a tool or get some. Do you have any automatic bait casters or like casters that'll reel the rod in for you or
Hell
anything like
no. First of
electronic?
all, well, whoa, brother. Well, first of all, I
I'm
don't
just
go that deep in the
asking.
water.
I'm
I don't
just
go that deep out
asking.
there. You know what? You know what's under the water? I ain't going that far out there. I
I'm
am.
asking. I'm just asking.
If my depth definer goes, hey, you're at 12 feet or above, like, let me back this damn kayak the hell up. I'm too
So,
far. Nope.
but the
Okay,
whole thing is, I'm just
let me ask
trying
this
to. I'm
question
just.
real quick. Let me just say this real quick, Quinn. Would you put your food that you know, whatever it is, you got a date, you go on kayaking, you want to get on a bike, I don't know. I don't even care. My point is, if you got to do something that you have to have the food at a certain time,
Mm-hmm.
but you got to go to Walmart,
Mm.
what you gonna put it on? A smoker, the egg, or the pellet?
See, understand, like I have used my grill enough in the past 2 years to where I trust it. I also have my meat probes to where I can monitor the temperature from pretty much anywhere in the country, right? As long as there's Wi-Fi around where I'm at, so I can see what's going on in my
that's
egg,
true.
right? So I'm not gonna. I've left my egg running when I did that one brisket you saw. Like I was all over the place in that day, right? I can see the temperature. I can see the ambient. I can see all that stuff. So if something's going wrong, like okay, this is gonna be a disaster when I get home, right? I can see that happening, but I trust my egg and I trust what I have my setup to be like. It should be okay at this point, and exactly what Grandpa just said right there. Like
Yep.
If you're happy with the end
I
result,
trust
then
what I
use
have
the
going
right.
on so far, to where I can leave and it's no problem. If I've done it before, and I have had the privilege of coming back home and nothing's been on fire, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Well, Quentin, if you want the full smoking experience and are looking to graduate from the egg, buy a vertical or offset stick smoker and go for it.
yeah,
Because if you
when
really
Big Green
want to
Dad
put
makes one of those,
you
I'll be the
really
first
want
in
to put
line.
all
If
the
who
effort
makes one?
into it.
Big Green Dad.
Oh, so I'm just gonna we're gonna get back to the comments. So Charles the barber, he says I use a silverback pellet grill, which I'm happy to have bought, but I disagree with the brother Marlon. It's not like an oven. I'm gonna, I no, it is like an oven because you set a specific temperature and it is that temperature or close to that temperature. That's an oven. Um, it
When you set the oven to a certain temperature, the oven is going to fluctuate. Hear me out on when I say this. Please believe that your oven is not
the oven is
when they
not what?
always say, what did I okay, never mind. I'll be on
Marlon,
my
you're
own.
breaking up a little bit
We
there.
okay, am I back now?
Yes.
Okay. When you set your oven and you look on the directions of anything that you're cooking in the oven, they will literally say at the end, depending on your oven, depending on your stove, because different ovens act a different way. So when I say the pellet is like the oven, it's the exact same thing. Your pellet smoker may react a different way than any other pellet smoker. It may be different from one way to the other, but that's just like the oven. It's the exact same thing. It just there really is no difference between one and the other. You have to learn what your machine can and cannot do. This is the like I said before. The good old days of set it and forget it is gone. Manufacturers cannot make the same machine for everybody across the board. Is darn near impossible.
Well, I mean,
And I am gonna take my background up because
all right. So Pooley's barbecue says depends on the temp you're cooking, and I'm trying to figure out what exactly that comment was directed at. But I mean, it's gonna temperature is gonna be contingent upon a lot of different things. Um, here's Russ. Can I get a job? Just chopping real wood in the pellet size. Pellets came from the I won't say the waste, but the byproduct of sawmills and things like that. So I'm sure if you could run a saw, then you can make pellets.
pellets are really compressed wood
Sawdust, yeah.
also. So there's science, which I have no clue on how to do into that. It's compressed.
Blind Man Cooking said, have any of you used those charcoal pellets that some companies are making? I know I have, but anybody else have any experience with? No.
No.
So I did not notice any value add. It wasn't like those
Didn't the
pellets
company reach out to you about that?
No, not charcoal pellets, but I've never actually had a company reach out about pellets. I've had about
the tubes.
Yeah, the charcoal. I won't say tubes, but now I can't think of the name of it. But it was a lump charcoal, and then it was like a briquette, but it was like a log. But so Blind Man, to answer your question, the charcoal pellets smelled, and I'm doing air quotes, smelled like charcoal, but it seemed like it was pellets with bits of charcoal mixed in. It wasn't like it was 100% wood pellet. If you feel a wood pellet, or honestly a better depiction of a wood pellet would be to soak one in water or to get it wet, and then it expands, and then you can feel like the fiber and everything that's in that pellet. It seemed like the charcoal pellets were charcoal dust with wood pellet filler, if that makes sense. And I didn't get like a smoky flavor, again, air quotes. I didn't get a smoky flavor. I didn't get a charcoal flavor. It was just different. It was almost like it's just burnt. I don't know how else to say it. So.
All right, everybody. I'll have to apologize. It is 2 minutes to 12 o'clock. I am going to bed.
Yeah, right. I just told Tasteless number 2 I got to get him up early tomorrow. Because I need to get up and take him to school so he can go on this trip. Russ said I need a pellet smoker next for real though, like an insert for my job box smoker. Maybe. Hey, definitely. Grumper says, "What's the point of barbecuing if you can't play with fire?" I mean, I get it.
Thank you, Grumpus. Hell, somebody out here with me.
Listen,
show me the flames.
I'm an arsonist.
I get it, but it's still a time restraint.
There are flames in the pellet cooker.
Time is. I'm having a
there
good time.
There are flames in the pellet cooker.
But anyway, everybody, thank you very much. Dash, for allowing me to be on the show. I truly appreciate
Yeah.
it. I haven't seen you in a long time, and I hope this doesn't happen again. So I hope to see you the second week in April
Mm.
and
Oh,
May.
second week in April. I gotta check the calendar real quick because nope. I'm gonna be outside on the second week in April. But it's cool
Yep.
though, because I'm gonna
Be
be
outside.
somewhere where I'm gonna be outside. But we're gonna make it happen.
Okay, I did not. Now, never mind. I can't leave.
It's all right. Listen.
That you make on the second week of every month.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I understand that. And we can't always fulfill that obligation. But the second week of every month, we miss it. Oops, sucks for you. I'll see you in the next month. Like, okay, I can't do the second week of this month. I can do the third. I can do the last month, or I
I
can do
hear
the
you.
first month.
I hear you. He's scolding me on my own daggone.
I'm
It's all
not.
right.
I'm just like,
It's
What you
fine.
get?
I don't,
It's okay.
you know
It's all
how
right. I get
you
what you're
know how
saying.
hard I work.
Oh,
So
I
it's
do.
like
I do
with
too, man. I'm right there with you. So,
so
well, we definitely. I will do better. I will do better. Thank you, Marlon. I
anyway,
appreciate you.
y'all have a good night. I
Yeah, you
appreciate
too. Look, we're gonna go ahead
everybody.
and end it. I've been at this for 3 hours now, and I do appreciate you guys for hanging out, Marlon, Jimmy, Quentin, Bumpy. Let me just shout out Bumpy because I know he's still gonna be watching. Uh, anyone else? Anyone else with the rewatch gang? Definitely appreciate you guys. Marlon about to be banned.
Marlon.
I'm sorry, Clinton. I'm looking at your name. Mm, mm,
Oh
mm.
God.
Anyway, look, you guys have a good one. Thank you again. Um, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you next week. Peace.